Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
And Blair Oaks to face Dylan Hare and the Falcons. Happy Friday, everyone. For the second to last time of this regular season, welcome in on the Show Me Sports Network. I'm Ben Schmidt alongside Cam Payne. And Cam, Hallsville has certainly got their work cut out for them tonight as they face Dylan Hare and this Blair Oaks offense.
Well, Ben, that's an understatement because ever since I moved to Mizzou, all I heard about in high school football around mid-Missouri was this Dylan Hare kid and Blair Oaks, and apparently they're a really, really good team. That's all I've heard about since I moved here, so more than having their hands full for Hallsville is an understatement.
Absolutely. Both teams here coming in off of wins. Blair Oaks coming in off of a lot of wins. They're 7-0 on the season, but Hallsville had a pretty convincing win themselves last Friday night. Heard it here on the Show Me Sports Network as they, in their final home game of the season, defeated Southern Boone in relatively easy fashion, 48-27. And that was led by the 5 rushing touchdown performance by the senior running back Harrison Fowler. Colton Nichols added in 2 more with his legs as well, and all around it was a good night for Hallsville. But when you look at Blair Oaks, they are averaging 55.7 points a game, 390 in total, and are coming off of a game last week against Eldon where they dropped 76 points. And it's not just Dylan Hare, too. He is the keys to that offense, but there are some playmakers all around for the Falcons. They've got a couple of senior wide receivers, especially Alec Weiberg as their leading one. So it's going to be work cut out for Hallsville. And I think that this is a team that's going to have to play with a lead and probably run the ball about as well as they have to keep that offense in Blair Oaks off the field as much as possible.
Well, all I can say is they're going to have to run the ball, yes, but they're going to have to score points, and a lot of points, because 55.7 points a game for Blair Oaks, you're not going to stop them. It's just more, you got to contain them, and that's probably not going to happen either.
And this is a team in Blair Oaks that won the state championship just 2 years ago during the 2020 COVID year, and that same quarterback, Dylan Hare, is back and continues to pull it up, especially the prolific rushing numbers. Although with Nichols, we've seen him push the ball into the end zone with his legs 18 times, which is pretty incredible to say through just 7 games. He's averaging 167.1 rushing yards per game. But back to Harrison Fowler, he's up now after last week to 169 rushing yards per game. That is a pretty incredible number for the running back who missed the first couple of games of the season, but since returning has been nothing but dynamite. We're just about 20 minutes or so away from kickoff here in Blair Oaks. Got the Falcons and the Indians in Jefferson City. Looks to be a pretty good crowd on hand as it's senior night for these home of Blair Oaks Falcons. But we can see a whole lot of Hallsville fans right across from us on the other side. And Cam, I don't think it's really a stretch for me to predict that if Hallsville wins this game tonight, it would probably come in a shootout.
Yeah, it's probably going to be coming in the form of a shootout. I'd be very surprised if it's 9-6, especially since Hallsville doesn't have a kicking game. But be a very interesting game if it just turned into a defensive slugfest, but I highly doubt that.
Yeah, I don't think you're too far off in that prediction. Well, we'll get to hear a little bit about this matchup and what Coach Conyers thinks is on tap for his squad in their second to last game of the season. Looking to win their second in a row, get to 5-3 on the season. Hear everything that he had to say when we return in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network pregame show. Don't go anywhere. Coach Conyers coming up.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
Welcome back, everyone, on the Show Me Sports Network pregame show. As always, before each and every Hallsville football game, I want to welcome on the head coach, Justin Conyers. Coach, thanks so much for joining us before your team's road game against Blair Oaks tonight.
Hey, once again, thanks for having me on.
So last week, your running game against Southern Boone was spectacular. Can you kind of tell us a little bit how you schemed that up and then plan to attack like that again tonight?
You know, for us last week, the big deal was, we started doing some shifting and some motioning, some things that we haven't done all season. just to try to make sure that we were running the football at certain players of their defense that we found on film that we really wanted to try to attack. And we thought that they would set their strength one way, we could shift the other way and really get an advantage in running the ball that way the other night. And we did just that. And once they started shifting and moving to our adjustments and making adjustments, what we did is we just got into our double tight set, and it gave us a chance to really pick where we wanted to run the football. And I'll tell you what, Harrison Fowler did a tremendous job. I had over 340 yards on the ground and 5 rushing touchdowns. And being able to really just control that clock in the second half the way we did and manufacture those drives was very, very impressive, I thought, from our offensive line play. And so, tonight, one thing you see from film is not a lot of people have lined up and just tried to run the ball right at Blair Oaks. They've tried to kind of get away from the stuff that they normally do because Blair Oaks is so physical at the point of attack with their front seven and the way they play this 4-3 defense. But, here's going to be the thing we've talked about all week long. If we're going to win this football game tonight, we're going to have to be able to run the ball. And we're going to have to be able to control the clock a little bit because their offense is so explosive. We want to try to keep those guys off the field as much as possible.
So let's continue talking a little bit about Blair Oaks defense. What type of challenge does it kind of present to you? And I know you already talked about a little bit about needing to run the football, but you're facing a defense that's allowed 2 touchdowns or less in every game they've played except one.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you look at them, they're extremely well coached. They're fast, they're physical. And the thing that you like was even whenever I turn on the film and I watch them play is like just how downhill they play. And it's hard because they're playing with leverage, they're playing with force, they're very physical at the point of attack. And so that's why I think a lot of teams have gone away from trying to really run the football at them. And so, I think our offensive line play has been really good all season long, and we have some good physical pieces up front. And so we really want to try to take advantage of that tonight. And like I said, we're going to do what we do, and that's run the football. I mean, we don't throw the ball a whole lot. I know we're going to have to do it a little more tonight, and we're ready for that. But we're definitely going to have to run the ball, like I said, if we're going to have some success this evening.
So how has practice looked for you guys this week, coming off such a big, impressive win last Friday?
Last Friday, was one that we really needed, I thought, for our program. Sitting at 500, getting ourselves back over that hump of being in 4-3 now, senior night. We definitely, especially with it being Southern Boone too. That's a huge rival game between Hallsville and Southern Boone. So anytime we get a chance to play those guys, we want to make sure that we're being successful. And I thought the physicality piece was tremendous on both sides of the football last week. And so for us this week, the way we approached it is practice was the same way. We had our best week of practice to date, last week, excuse me. And so this week I have really pressed the same thing is we've got to be able to be fast and physical at practice time and not take plays off. And so we've really challenged our guys again to practice hard because in our minds, these games and how we're practicing on Tuesdays and Wednesdays are going to have an effect on how we're going to be playing on Friday nights. And I thought last week for Southern Boone that we really won that football game with our Tuesday and Wednesday practice preparation.
So obviously we're very late in the season. This is now looking at your guys' 4th road game, but I've never really asked you, what does a Friday look like kind of for your team when you're getting ready to go on the road? What's that day look like for you guys leading up to a game?
No, it's a lot of us waiting. The waiting game, as all Fridays are. It's one of those deals where the kids are focused on the game. They're trying to get to the end of the school day. But no, so we'll get out a little bit early, not much, and we'll head down to our locker room. We'll have a pregame meal there set for our boys, and then we'll get on the bus and we'll head down to Blair Oaks. And whenever we get off the bus there, it's just the way it looks for us is now it's just our pregame stuff, that we get into. So these trips are not that far. These young men are they're a little spoiled playing in the Tri-County. They think we have to take an hour trip, that it's a long way. And heck, I remember days back at Battle where, I'm playing Jackson, we're playing Carthage, we're taking 3.5 hour, bus rides. We're having to miss a whole day, a half day of school at least to get there. So these trips aren't too bad for our guys. And really, whatever we always talk about, make sure that it's business-like on the way down there. And that way when we get off the bus and we get here, it's time for business.
So back to the team you're facing tonight. We talked a little bit about Blair Oaks' defense, but what did you see on their offensive side from their quarterback, Dylan Hare, in your preparation for this game?
Well, let me tell you what, guys. Anybody that knows Blair Oaks and knows Dylan Hare, it feels like the Hares have been here forever. Before Dylan, there was his brother, and he was there for 4 years. And he was a 4-year starter and won a state championship, and now Dylan's been here. I'm just, man, every time I click on film, I love the kid because I love his competitive edge he plays with. But, man, I'm ready for him to graduate because it's been a long haul of defending the Hares, And he's good, guys. I mean, he really is. And that's just being honest with you. 2 weeks ago, preparing for Osage, I should have been watching Osage's defense, and there for a while, my eyes got caught watching Dylan Hare put on a clinic because it was just play after play after play. Please snap read, knowing where he's going with football. He's so solid and good with the run game and with this arm strength that it just makes it tough on defenses. So, the big thing that we want to try to do our best job of tonight is changing his pre-snap read. That's been the thing we talked about all week. Whenever he is focused in and he knows pre-snap where he's going with the football, he is extremely effective. I mean, it is very, very effective. And so for us to be able to cloud that pre-snap read, make him have to go to the second progression, to the third progression, that's going to buy us time to be able to hopefully create some sort of pass rush to be able to get to him tonight.
And yeah, that's the next thing I wanted to talk about, the pass rush, just because from my point of view, when it seems like you're kind of able to limit quarterbacks the best, especially with Austin Evans last week, who had a really prolific passing season, it's been because of the pressure. So does being able to create that tonight come mostly from the pre-snap read thing?
Yeah, the big thing is like they do a lot. They used to line up, and we may get some more of it tonight. They haven't changed through the course of this season in the film we've seen, but they used to do a lot of motion in, motion out. Now it's just really trading from their empty formation from one side to the other. So we've got some adjustment movements that we've seen that we think are going to be effective versus what they're doing tonight. And so that's the thing is, I think if you're able to change that pre-snap read and cloud that judgment just a little bit to get him out of rhythm, now it gives us a chance and an opportunity to be able to pin our ears a little bit and try to get after him, especially with that pass rush that we've created in the past couple of weeks.
Coach Justin Kiner is joining us here on the Show Me Sports Network pregame show. All right, Coach, back to your offense. What do you kind of tell your quarterback, Holt Nichols, this week, first-year starter, and arguably the toughest game he's played so far as a quarterback? What are you in his ear saying?
Manage the football game. Don't do too much. Don't try to go out and win the game on every single play. Manufacture drives. That is our whole key to tonight's success, is manufacturing drives and finishing drives with points. So that way we're trying to keep our defense off the field. Because here's the deal. If we try to go super fast like we normally try to do, and we're able to, and we end up going 3 and out, it just puts our defense in a bad situation and puts them right back on the field. So number one, we've got to be safe with the football. Pre-snap read for him. They give us some great looks. We don't do a ton of motioning, so what you're going to get pre-snap. He needs to make sure that we're throwing the football, he knows where he's going with it, and the ball is in and out of his hands tonight.
So you talked a little bit earlier about how important running the ball was going to be tonight, especially to keep their offense off the field. And it's important every game, so I don't know how much of a difference tonight makes, but how important is it to jump out to an early lead and not have to play catch-up when their offense has so much firepower?
Yeah, that's a big thing that you see on all the films of this year is just the way they compete, and they're a really good halftime adjustment team too. So, let's say that we get out tonight and we're playing with them in the first half, and we got a close football game. We have to be and anticipate the adjustments that their team will make, because they do such a good job of that. And I've seen a lot of films where it's a close ball game at half, and they come out and they just blow it out of the water in the second half. So we're going to have to play all 4 quarters. And like I said, the big key to tonight's success is manufacturing good drives and not just going 3 and outs, and being able to be physical at the point of attack and match their physicality. If we can do that on the offensive side, we're going to give our ball team a chance to compete tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, lots to do before tonight's game in Blair Oaks. Before I let you go, anything else you'd like to say or add on this second-to-last regular season game for Hallsville?
And we're getting close to wrapping it up here. The season's kind of been up and down and all over the place, but I tell you what, our kids are playing very confidently right now, and that's what I'm the most proud about. I think, like I said, last week, it showed a tremendous effort from our guys and an attitude that I've been looking for a few weeks now. And that's what I said is we got to go out in these last 3 games. It's 4th quarter of our season right now. That's what we talked about, playing our best football in weeks 8, 9, and 10. And here we are. We're in week 8 tonight, and we got to go out. We got to play very sound, fundamental football tonight. And we have to get ready to really make sure that we're making that push to get ourselves over the edge to where we want to be when we get to week 10 for the start of our district play.
Well, Coach, thank you so much. As always, best of luck this evening. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you after the game as well. But for everyone else, stay here on the Show Me Sports Network. Cam and I will be back in just a moment to wrap things up and get you set for kickoff between Hallsville and Blair Oaks.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor, Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Ben Schmidt campaign back to wrap up the last second or so of this pregame show. Hallsville and Blair Oaks just a couple minutes away from getting kickoff. Looks like we've got about 8 minutes till the green and the purple will take the field and get ready for this marquee matchup between the two quarterbacks, especially Dylan Hare and Colton Nichols. Cam, any final thoughts from you before this presumably shootout gets underway?
I'm going to say final score is going to be definitely just take the over. I'm not going to predict the final score. Just take the over in this game if you're betting on it.
I think that's probably not a bad idea. I believe we went off the air for about a minute or so during the pregame, so we do apologize about that. We've got it corrected, though, so shouldn't be another problem. But we're going to get into the game, get ready to go. This is going to wrap up the pregame show. We'll be back for the start of the game on the Show Me Sports Network in just a moment.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
Hallsville and Blair Oaks just about 5 minutes from kicking things off here at Blair Oaks. Hallsville on the road for their 4th time this season. Happy Friday as usual, everyone. Thanks for spending it with us on the Show Me Sports Network for the second to last time here, at least in the regular season. Hopefully more games to follow following next week, but we'll see as we get there. But I'm Ben Schmidt, campaign with me all night long. Presumably a high-scoring game here tonight as we've got the Blair Oaks Falcons, who are averaging 55 points a game, facing off against your Hallsville Indians, who also have the prolific offense, put up a very nice total of 48 points last week. They've scored 30 rushing touchdowns on the season. So if it's any inclination, I think we'll see a whole lot of rushing touchdowns at the very least here tonight. Probably not a bad prediction there.
It's not a bad prediction there, Ben. It's going to be a fun game to watch. You're just going to see a lot of ground and pound. We know about Dylan Hare's feet. I want to see what he can do with his arm. That would be cool to see. Colton Nichols definitely got to be a game manager. Like you said, Coach Conyer said in the pregame interview, he's going to have to manage football. He's not going to have to turn it over. He's going to have to manage his offense. And they're going to have to control the clock if they're trying to seek out a win here against Blair Oaks and its high-octane offense.
And I'm excited, too, because also heard Coach Conyers mention it, probably the most passing type of game we'll see out of Colton Nichols so far this season, because they've been so good with the running the football, and the defense has relatively, for the most part, kept the other offenses at bay. Really, the defense has done a great job outside of the 59-58 loss to Boonville, and because of that for me, they've been able to run the ball so much. But when you presume that Blair Oaks is probably going to be punching it in the end zone a whole lot, because, hey, let's not kid ourselves, I don't know if there's a whole lot of defenses in the state that are stopping the Falcons. When you take all that into consideration, probably going to have to pass the ball a very fair amount here in this one. And I think that's exciting because we haven't got to see Colton Nichols do it. We've seen spurts of it here and there, and there's the door is open for Rui to grab this game by the horns and step up near the end of what is his first season starter in his junior year.
Definitely the key to this game, though. Like you said, we're probably going to see him a little bit pass the ball a little bit more, but if Hallsville's going to win this game, they're going to have to stick to that identity in its run game. Eventually, I want to see Colton Nichols get at least 30 carries. That's what it's got to take if you're going to win. You got to see 30 carries. You got to see Harrison Fowler get involved in the run game, too. Try to give him 25 touches. Just basically, you got to run the football, because if you get up 30, 20 carries on 2 guys, that's what, 60, 70 right there? That's a big number.
Yeah, it's a big amount, and especially for a team that does it efficiently as they do, you would think if you're running it that many times, you would have some success. Crazy to think that Harrison Fowler missed the first couple games of the season, and we've only played 7 in total, so he hasn't played the full 7, and he still has 11 rushing touchdowns. I mean, he has been finding the end zone at a very large amount, and I know he had 5 last week, so that does kind of boost that number, but he has just been so good, and more than what just the stats say. the offense was humming before Fowler came back. It feels like it's been even better ever since that point, and they're going to need every bit of Harrison Fowler here this evening. Don't want to put it all on one player because it's going to have to take both Colton Nichols making great passes, Harrison Fowler out of the backfield, and probably out of these receivers, Hallsville probably going to have a couple of them need to play their best games of the season if Hallsville wants to win.
They're definitely going to play their best game of the year, but you mentioned it, Harrison Fowler came back to his offense. They felt more explosive. They just felt more versatile. And as I look at his frame right now, he's 6 foot 205. I want to see him get around that 25 carry thresh mark, not because in the fourth quarter they're just going to wear down.
Absolutely. We're just about a minute from kickoff. We've been waiting all week for this matchup. Should be a good one. It looks like the fans have too. It's packed on the home sideline as well as across the other side. The away bleachers are relatively full with the purple and white. Really, probably not as much purple because everyone's bundled up. We're lucky enough to be here inside where it's not as cold and windy out there. But Hallsville fans have made the travel as per usual. Jersey matchup, Blair Oaks sporting the green jerseys, white pants, and the green helmets. I have to say I'm a fan of those. And Hallsville has got the white jerseys with the purple pants. And now all those uniforms are taking the field. The coin toss is over. Blair Oaks will get to the ball first. So Hallsville will be kicking it away, and we will see Dylan Hare and this Falcons offense kick things off tonight. All right, here we go, Cam. Should be a good one.
It should be a good one. Let's get to it.
So the ball has been placed on the tee. Clock is set to 12 minutes, and it is time for football. Fans here are on their feet for the Falcons, along with the ones across the other sideline. The run and the kick, it is boomed away. It's not hit all that far. Blair Oaks gets it on their own 31, and then just falling straight down will be the returner. So that's right around where the Falcons will start decent field position for their first drive on offense. Didn't see who that was that fell on the ball. Regardless, no effort to return it. Here comes Dylan Hare and company. So 1st and 10 for the Falcons from their own 32-yard line. That's where they'll start this drive. Offense is going in shotgun formation. A heavy set on the right side now. Wide receiver going in motion. Hare takes a snap. He's rolling to his left. That was quickly left side. There's a receiver open to the 35. Angles the field past the 40 and stiff arming his way out of bounds will be the senior Adam Hall. He came in motion and found a whole lot of room to work with in the flat route. And he is going to move the chains during the first pass play of the game for Blair Oaks.
It was a great read by Dylan Hare there. He saw that Hallsville had everything caught up deep after the play action. Just went to the flat to the open man.
So Hall's got his first catch now, back up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Nick Closer goes in motion. It's a handoff running back up the left side, and he's hit at about the 46, falls ahead maybe to about the 47. So it'll pick up just a few there on the first down run. Freshman Hayden Lackman gets the carry and was met with some good penetration by the Hallsville D-line.
Yeah, it was met by a great penetration by the Hallsville D-line. They were able to just wrap up nicely and have a minimal gain.
2nd down and 5 for Dylan Hare, who's got the running back directly behind and gives it to him up the middle. He's got the first down, angles left side past the 45 and falls ahead down to about the 42 before he is tackled by a couple different Hallsville defenders led by Gage Harbison. But regardless, that's another first down. Back-to-back runs by Lackman, and he's moving the chains.
That was a good, nice little inside zone play. The running back's able to read it, cut back a little bit, get a couple yards.
So Blair Oaks has been moving pretty quickly after these plays. Hare and company looking towards the near sideline for the call. Pistol formation. Lackman directly behind Dylan Hare. He takes a carry. He's got room. 35-30. Angle from near sideline. 25. Cuts back in. 20. And he's tripped up. Falls ahead to about the 15. Might have saved a touchdown right there as Aiden Lankins brings down Hare from behind. But Blair Oaks is on the move now deep into Hallsville territory.
Ben, I may describe his feet as a little tippy-tappy because he's got the moves and he's just shifty.
Hare came near sideline and for a moment looked like he may just take it out of bounds, but then cut back in. And if not for Lampkin's tackle, I think Dylan Hare may be in the end zone for touchdown number 1. Regardless, we're just about a minute, 20 seconds into this game. And Blair Oaks is already sitting at the 15-yard line of Hallsville. Pistol formation. Hare takes snap. He's going to keep it himself again. Running left side. He's to the 15. He's got blockers. 10 inside the 5, and he's out of bounds right at about that 5-yard line. So he's either going to get very close to a first down or maybe even move the chains. And goal to go now as it looks like they are going to move those chains after the 10-yard run by Dylan Hare.
Dylan Hare's efficient with that read option play. Just deadly. You think the running back has it. No, he just pulls it last minute and is able to break away with some speed.
So 1st and goal from the 4-yard line, just a couple plays into this ball game, and the Falcons are already go to go thanks to one pass to Adam Hall and then a plethora of rushes by Dylan Hare and Hayden Lackman. So here we go, 1st down and goal. Whole lot of men in the backfield. Hare's going to give it to the up man, trying to rush up the middle, and he is met. Only going to get down to about the 2. Nope, he keeps going. He's in. Touchdown, Dylan Hare actually kept the ball. He fooled me on that play. I thought the fullback had it, but Dylan Hare kept it himself, and he gets into the end zone. Blair Oaks up 6-0.
Yeah, it's executing the read option just perfectly. That's what Dylan Hare does. It reminds me of back the 2014 Washington football team offense with RG3 in that backfield.
So Hare will get his first rushing touchdown of the game. There were so many men in the backfield. Tell you what, I've been faked by a few read options. I think that's the best one I've seen. Here comes the extra point, snap down, kick on the way, and it's good. So Blair Oaks, just about a minute and 40 seconds into this game, is up 7-0 on an excellent first drive for the Falcons. So Hallsville going to have to respond. We'll take a very quick break, and then the Indians offense will be back in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
In today's world, injury prevention is at the top of everyone's list. However, heat-related occurrences get routinely overlooked. Zealous WBGT puts that front and center. By using cutting-edge formulas and technology, Zealous WBGT streamlines and simplifies obtaining and documenting wet bulb globe temperature readings. With a simple touch of a button, you can check WBGT anywhere in the world, receiving alerts when the WBGT goes over the threshold you select. Join the stress-free way to protect student-athletes, employees, and overall operations from extreme heat by downloading the free Zealous WBGT app today. Save time, save money, save lives with Zealous WBGT.
Ben Schmidt campaign back on the Show Me Sports Network. Blair Oaks and Hallsville, and the Falcons made it look easy on their first drive, punching it in on the Dylan Hare rushing touchdown, and then the extra point made it 7-0. Here's a kickoff, returning it up to about the 20, and then that's where he will be met, the returner for Hallsville, trying to see who emerges from that pile who had that return, and it looks like that was Zach Jarrett who ran it back, so Hallsville will have to go about 79 yards after Zach Jarrett gets to the 21-yard line.
All right, Hallsville offense got some work cut out for them.
Absolutely. You can't say it any better than that. Hallsville, just before they really even had a chance to catch their breath, Blair Oaks was down and in the red zone, capped it off with a touchdown. So now it's your turn. Colton Nichols starting from their own 21-yard line. Pistol formation going in motion is Stinson from right to left. It is a give to Harrison Fowler, running left side, fouling blockers, breaks a tackle, and then gets up across the 25 to about the 26. So a nice run there of about 5 on first down.
Conyers in the pregame talked about how teams haven't really ran at Blair Oaks. They kind of got away with what they've done. So it'll be interesting to see if Hallsville wants to stick to that strategy of running straight at them.
Run of 6 on the first down play. So heavy set on the left side of the line of scrimmage. There's the 5 linemen and 3 more men right there. Nichols is going to follow him as he keeps it himself. He goes through that left side and then breaks a tackle and flips past the first down. He may have fumbled the football. It came out at the very end of the play. He would have had the first down, but then the ball came out. And now let's see who's got it. And I think Hallsville's going to keep the football. They are, and get the first down. That was risky, though, because Nichols got flipped over and that ball almost gave it to Blair Oaks inside the 35.
What concerned me was it looked like he landed on his head. Seems to be fine, but that did not look clean. It just,
So give Nichols the first down after the Fowler rush and the Nichols rush. The Indians move the chains, and now have got a first down and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Going in motion is Xavier Stinson, the tight end. Pistol formation, give to Fowler, running far sideline. Now cuts back in the middle of the field and is hit by a couple defenders. Gets to about the 38-yard line for a couple men in green, led by Doug Blaha. Makes the tackle, and Fowler goes down.
Well, Ben, we got 3 plays so far and 3 runs from Hallsville. What do you think this next one will be?
Well, if I had to guess, probably another run, getting about 5 yards there for Fowler. I mean, that's if you take 5 yards, you'll take that every time because you're going to keep moving the chains, and especially as how good Blair Oaks offense just looked, you want to keep them on the sideline as long as possible. So can't hate the strategy right now. We're about 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Falcons lead 7-0. Snap to Nichols. He's going to keep himself. Read option. He's past the 40-45 and then hit and falls ahead to about the 46-yard line. That's another first down. So Hallsville has gone Fowler, Nichols, and has gotten 2 first downs as a result and are now approaching midfield.
This is what I like to see so far. I said Nichols is going to have around 30 carries. Fowler's going to have around 25. They're just going to have to run the ball efficiently. This is what they're doing so far.
So own 47-yard line. Nichols kept the read option himself and really was not hit until he was about 5 yards or so across the line of scrimmage. Then he was taken down. 1 wide receiver near sideline as we get ready for this first down and 10 play. I believe that's Isaac Stinson closest to us, and another wide receiver far side. 6 men into block. Nichols takes snap, gives to Fowler right up the middle. He's hit pretty early, and he's only going to be able to pick up about 1 as there was not a whole lot of room to work with at the line of scrimmage, and a couple different defensive linemen for Blair Oaks made the tackle. Don't know if there was just one in particular who brought him down, but regardless, Fowler's only going to get 2 yards.
Looked like he was going to break out of that arm tackle initially, but gang tackle brought him down.
Looks like they're giving the tackle to Parker Bennett there, the defensive lineman, the junior. Brings down Fowler. We'll see if the trend continues and Nichols keeps it here. Nichols is going to give it to Fowler running left side. He's across the 50 and only gets to about the 48-yard line. So Hallsville back-to-back pretty short runs, and it's going to bring up about 3rd down and 6 or 7 yards.
Well, Ben, we know it's definitely going to be 4-down territory early. Basically, they're playing for 4th down right here if you don't get the 1st down yardage.
Got a little bit more than I thought. So it's 3rd and 5 for Hallsville. 2 wide receivers far sideline. That's Jarrett. And if you count Xavier Stinson, he's technically the tight end. Near side, you've got Landon Sievers and Isaac Stinson. Crowd getting a little bit loud here as they recognize the 3rd down moment. Pistol formation. Colton Nichols in the shotgun takes a snap. He's going to play action. He's looking. It's a design screen, but he floats it over the head of anyone. It's incomplete. Even if he gets that to Fowler, looked like Blair Oaks had that bottled up, and it's now 4th and 5.
It's tough there. Maybe if he gotten it, maybe Fowler was able to catch that ball. Maybe he could cut up a little bit, but like you said, Blair Oaks was right there to stop it. Just looked like a right decision, just kind of overthrow it and airmail it as opposed to risking anything.
Really well executed by Blair Oaks there on defense, because the first couple men came flying through like you would usually see on the screen, but then had a couple others stay back and stick with Fowler on the play. We've seen Hallsville have some success with screens this season. Not right there. It's 4th and 5, and it looks like Hallsville is going to punt. Nichols will back up from his quarterback position into his punter stance, but before that happens, a timeout is taken by Hallsville, so maybe rethinking their decision to punt right here. We'll see what they decide to go with out of the timeout.
I mean, if you look at the Blair Oaks defenders, the cornerbacks are really giving a lot of space for these Hallsville wide receivers. That's something I noticed. They're not really playing press coverage, unless they're just playing like 5-6 yards off the ball. So maybe you want to take something you look at. Maybe you can execute a slant here in the next couple drives, but just keep that in your back pocket.
Well, it is big because just about halfway through the first quarter, Hallsville's now burned their first timeout, trailing 7-0. But at midfield, just across it at the 48 of Blair Oaks, on a 4th and 5, a big decision here, especially when you factor in how good Blair Oaks' offense looked just a moment ago, taking it all the way down the field from their own 32 in for a touchdown in just a handful of plays. Maybe the decision here is to go for it, and you can live with the grit if you don't get it, saying we're trying to be aggressive and try and go pound for pound with a high-scoring team. We'll see, though, what that decision is. You would think, though, that you wouldn't waste a timeout if they were to come back out and punt, and it doesn't look like that's what's happening as Nichols is in the shotgun formation. He's got Fowler directly to his right. Xavier Stinson goes in motion to the near side. It is a keep by Nichols running up the middle. He's got the first down and falls ahead down to about the 40 and move the chains on a QB keeper by Nichols.
Man, Colton Nichols just gets up there up in a hurry. I mean, it looked like Speedy Gonzalez, how fast he moves.
So picks up about 7 or 8 yards there on the carry. They give him 8, but most importantly, Hallsville on a 4th and 5 is moving in the right direction and now has got a new set of downs to work with. And what has already been about a 4-minute drive, Hallsville is taking their time, has thrown just one pass and it was incomplete. 1st down and 10, Fowler directly behind Nichols. It is a give to Fowler running left side, and he's met before he can even get past the line of scrimmage. He was gang tackled right the 40, and the near side ref is going to say that's where he was stopped. It is no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
You got to run the ball here again. I mean, it's been your point of attack. Why try to do anything with the pass right now? Get some yards, play for 3rd down.
Tackle was given to Jackson Marshall, the junior defensive lineman, so he was the one who brings down Fowler right there with his worst carry so far of the day. Now 2nd down and 10. Interesting formation right here. One wide receiver far side. That's Isaac Stinson. Everyone else near the line of scrimmage. Nichols is going to pitch it to Fowler. There's men in the backfield. He breaks through and then is going to power his way up near the 35, still driving the legs. And I think the ref's going to lose him, mark him at the 36 instead. So a nice carry there just to get forward, because for a moment I thought Fowler was going to be knocked down in the backfield.
And that's just showing not giving up on the play. It looked like he was going to initially be knocked down, but he just didn't give up, kept driving the legs, showing the work that has paid off in the weight room. He's got a couple yards.
So it's 3rd down and 6, similar down and distance as we saw a moment ago. On that 3rd down play, Hallsville decided to go screen pass, and it fell incomplete. We'll see what decision is made by Coach Conyers and the rest of that staff right here. And now it's essentially the same formation as we saw a moment ago, just flipped. Now they're on the near side hash. Give to Fowler up the middle. He's not going to get far. Maybe gets to the 35, but then he is met by 3 different Falcons, all in green. And one of the main men in there to make the tackle is Brady Kerperin. And it's now going to be 4th down and about 5 again.
Well, he went for it already on 4th and 5 last time. Might as well just do it again.
4:42 to go in the first quarter. Hallsville trailing 7-0. And with how long this drive has been, you would hate to come up empty, but it's going to take a 4th down and 5 conversion. Hallsville all looking over towards the far sideline. They're down to just 10 seconds on the play clock. They've got to go, already burning a timeout on this drive. 7 seconds now on the play clock. They're going to run out of time here if they don't hurry. 3 seconds now. Nichols in the shotgun formation, takes a snap. He's going to throw the ball now, running to his left. He's facing pressure. He's got to get it away. Throws, and it's over the head of Xavier Stinson and incomplete. Looked like he may have had him right at the sticks, but the throw sailed high, and Hallsville turns it over on downs.
It was a great play by Nichols, able to extend and get away from the pressure, and he was able to make a little sidearm throw right at the sticks like he said. Just couldn't quite connect.
I think that's a throw Nichols would like back because he did have to turn the body and, like you said, throw sidearm, so it wasn't all that easy. But Xavier Stinson did look like he was open, and had it been completed, would have been a 1st down. So here comes Dylan Hare and the Blair Oaks offense back out on the field from their own 35, and it looks like a member of the Hallsville defensive line jumped, so this may become 1st and 5.
Well, Ben, Dylan Hare just did the Aaron Rodgers special. He just got him to jump off sides.
So last drive for the Falcons, they go from their own 32 into the end zone, cap it off with a 4-yard rushing touchdown. We'll see what's in store for the second edition after Hallsville turns it over on downs. Pistol formation. Hare's going to give it to the running back right up the middle. He's going to get from the 40 up to maybe about the 43. It looked like Lackman got the carry right there and makes it a 2nd down and very short since it was 1st and 5. They called that Harrison Fowler made the tackle on the play. I'm not totally sure on that because I don't think we've seen Fowler play linebacker. I believe it was Sievers who made the tackle. Regardless, it is 2nd down and very short, 2nd and 2 as we're under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Hare drops back. He's going to take it himself. He's got the 1st down, running across the 50, 45, 40, breaks a tackle, and he's inside the 35, falls down to about the 33, and Blair Oaks is on the move as Dylan Hare right there picks up 30-plus yards. And that's a big 1st down right there for the Falcons.
Yeah, you know, Ben, Dylan Hare kind of looks like a kid that just took their parents' photo, kind of like Kyler Murray when they were running away from their parent.
Well, hopefully Hallsville can start to bring him down a little more frequently, and I think that we had a Hallsville defensive lineman jump again. Yep, we did. It's going to be 1st and 5.
2nd time again. I mean, Conyers cannot be happy. This is just lack of discipline right here by his defense.
So the Falcons offense on the move, looking to make it a 14-0 ball game if they can punch it into the end zone here again. 2 wide receivers on the near side before this 1st down and 5 play. Looks to be Zach Prenger and Joey Weld, and another 2 wide receivers on the far side. Pistol formation. The running back Lackman directly behind Hare. Lackman gets the carry. He's running right side inside the 20, angles left 15, and is brought down just to about the 14. If he breaks through there, Blair Oaks has got 6, so a nice touchdown saving tackle for now, but at the very least, now Lackman has moved the chains once again, and Blair Oaks is humming right now.
Hallsville very deep danger of going down 2 scores early to a high-octane offense like Blair Oaks.
Moving quickly here, take the snap. It's going to be a wide receiver in motion. Taking it from the left side down to about the 5 is Adam Hall, is the senior on the end around. Moves it from the 15 down to about the 5, and I think that may move the chains again, if not bring up 2nd and 1.
Good call there. Keep the Hallsville defense off balance. Haven't seen the end around yet today, so that was a nice little call there.
Hall ran a similar route earlier, but he didn't get the handoff. He instead just caught it on the flat route. That time he picks up 9 yards. So 2nd and 1, give to Lackman. Hare actually keeps himself running left side. He angles left at the 5, inside the 4, 3, 2, 1, and he's in. Touchdown, Blair Oaks.
That's just Dylan Hare. He's special with his legs, special player, special quarterback, and you heard it in pregame interview. Conyers says he's a great person, but, man, he does sure wish he would just graduate by now.
So Hare was able to tiptoe his way up that near sideline, and the only question for me was whether he broke the plane before going out of bounds, and the near side ref extended both the arms up in the air. It's now 13-0 Falcons, and with the extra point pending and 2:28 to go in the first quarter, Hallsville has found themselves back against the wall. Here comes the extra point. Spot is down. Kick is up. It's got the distance. Did it split the uprights? It did not. It goes wide right, and that's going to be hopefully big for Hallsville in the future because they do not kick extra points. So it's just 13-0. Blair Oaks goes for their 2nd touchdown of the game. Here comes Colton Nichols for the 2nd time when we return in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
Back on the Show Me Sports Network, Hallsville and Blair Oaks. Ben Schmidt, Cameron Payne. Thanks for tuning in with us on the Show Me Sports Network as Blair Oaks gets set to kick off right here from their own 40-yard line. It is booted away. It's a low-line drive, and it's going to skip down to about the 21-yard line of Hallsville. Zach Duray running far sideline is not going to get able to turn the corner, and he's brought down at about his own 22. So here comes the Indians offense, who certainly has their work cut out for them.
I mean, they had some nice, good, sustained runs on that drive. They just couldn't convert late 4th and 5 in Blair Oaks territory. Interesting to see if they want to come out passing or just keep sticking with the run game, which they've had success in.
Man who made the tackle on the kickoff was Zach Pranger. And now a big drive right here with how effective Dylan Hare has been for Blair Oaks. Important that Nichols can lead this offense down the field. They're going to have to go from their own 23, 77 yards to get into the end zone. 1st down and 10, give to Fowler, and he is brought down in the backfield before he can get back to the line of scrimmage, as the man who looked like it broke through was Bryson Vardner. The sophomore makes the tackle for a loss of a couple yards.
What a great play by Bryson Vardner. He just got in there quick in a hurry, beat Hallsville, the blockers, and it'll make a tackle for loss.
So it's 2nd and 12 now on the first run of the day for Hallsville that goes for negative yards. They were much more effective with it on their first drive. We'll see now what Coach Conyers pulls out of the bag of tricks. Hallsville, as this first quarter clock winds down, has got work to do. Shotgun formation for Nichols. He's got Fowler standing directly to the left of him. Xavier Stinson goes in motion. Actually, that's Severs going in motion. Nichols takes a snap. He is going to give it to Fowler running outside. Breaks tackle. Now spins his way to about the 25. That's where he'll be brought down. And he'll pick up about 4 yards on the play, bring up 3rd and long. But had to break a couple tacklers just to get there.
That's going to be the story of the game. Harrison Fowler's going to have to continuously break tackles because Blair Oaks is definitely going to want to try to stop him.
Yeah, the defensive line so far for Blair Oaks has made an impact on this game. It is now 3rd and 8. Hallsville's got work to do. You would assume way backed up in their own territory. This would not be 4-down territory as we saw when they were closer to midfield last drive. So got to pick up all 8 right here. Whole lot of men in near the line of scrimmage. Nichols shotgun formation. Blair Oaks is sent in the house. Nichols is going to run left side. There's a flag down. He's going to swing his way up to about the 30 before he's brought down. So he doesn't get the first down. But a couple of Hallsville players pointing that the flag may be on Blair Oaks, who I think sent to just about everyone they had after Nichols right there.
I think they loaded like all 11 in the box after Nichols, and Nichols was almost close to getting it. He's still like 2-3 yards short.
A chop block is the penalty foul on Hallsville. So on that design QB run to Nichols near the far sideline, someone went low for the Indians, and that's going to back him up. Nichols did not get the first down on the play. It was 3rd and 8, and he got maybe about 5 yards right there, but it looks like they're going to accept the penalty. And so if I'm reading this correctly, it'll still be 3rd down, but it'll be 3rd down and very long. 3rd down, I think, 23. So Hallsville, at this point, you're looking at a potential unsuccessful second drive. It's 3rd down and 21, just under a minute to go in the first quarter after the low block there by the Hallsville offensive line on the QB run. So now with it being 3rd and long, there are 3 wide receivers all bunched up near the far side of the field. Clearly looks like a passing down, although you don't want to do something stupid or turn the ball over deep in your own territory. We'll see maybe if they have Nichols just buy some time and chuck it deep. Here we go. He takes a snap. He's rolling to his left, trying to buy that time, like I said. Now sets up, chucks it downfield for Landon Severs, and it's off his hands and incomplete. Almost hit him up near his own 42-yard line. And I don't know if one of the defenders for Blair Oaks got a hand on it just in time, but regardless, it goes off Severs' hands and incomplete.
Blair Oaks, you're lucky right there because they did not execute what you're taught on defense, which on a 3rd and long situation, you don't let anybody get behind you, and that's exactly what happened, and Severs couldn't quite come down with it.
So 3rd down again turns to 4th down and 21, and now you can expect a punt right here by Colton Nichols. There is no one back to receive for Blair Oaks, but Nichols is clearly punting right here. And the snap is away. Nichols gets it, and it's blocked at the line of scrimmage. It falls down. It's recovered, and they're going to go in for the touchdown, Blair Oaks.
It's just worst-case scenario for Hallsville right now.
Not only was the punt blocked, but then Doug Blaha makes the catch on the block punt and takes it in from about 10 yards out, and that's a touchdown for Blair Oaks. I believe I got the name wrong. Regardless, it is now 19-0 in favor of Blair Oaks.
Talk about going from bad to worse if you're Hallsville. Just nightmare scenario right there. Now you're down 19 zip, pending the extra point.
So I was right. It was Doug Blaha who had the wherewithal to look up once that punt was blocked and find it and then catch it. And once he caught it at the 10, he was taking that thing in easily. And as there's just 15, 16 seconds left in the first quarter, 2-point conversion for Blair Oaks. Hare rolling to his right side, trying to buy time, throws end zone. It's incomplete, so the 2-point conversion is no good. But like you said, Cam, worst case scenario, it's now 19-0 in favor of the Falcons.
It's a 3-score game, and this is not what Hallsville wanted. They wanted to dictate the clock. They wanted to dictate the game, and when you get down 3 scores early, you can't do that.
So Hallsville going to have to regroup. They'll be back out on offense in just a moment. We're going to take a quick break on the Show Me Sports Network.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Back on the Show Me Sports Network, Hallsville back deep to receive. The kick is brought in and then up to about the 25-yard line will go the returner before he swung down. And with just one play to go in the first quarter, Hallsville has been at their biggest deficit, at least early on in a first quarter at this point in the season, down 19-0, and here comes Colton Nichols.
On this drive, you just want something positive to happen. I mean, the block punt that last drive, failed fourth down attempt on the previous drive. You just want something positive to happen here.
So 19-0 in favor of the Falcons, who look to go to 8-0. Meanwhile, Hallsville coming off a win against Southern Boone last week at 4-3. This is the second to last regular season game for both of these teams. So now back out on offense comes Hallsville. Going in motion is Sievers. Nichols takes snap, gives it to Fowler, running far sideline. Now cuts back inside, and before he is able to get much further, he is met by a couple of Falcons. Drives his way to about the 29, so it's only going to get about 2 yards, and that will end this first quarter. Hallsville is going to have work to do digging themselves out of what is now a 19-0 hole. We'll see if the offense can get the comeback started when we're back for the start of the second quarter in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
Attention Indians fans, here's your chance to help the student athletes of Hallsville by becoming a member of the Hallsville Athletic Boosters. Your gifts help provide all Hallsville athletes with a safe and positive experience while attending our school district, and also help purchase items that our sports team couldn't otherwise afford. You can join the Hallsville Athletic Boosters this season for as little as $25. Membership is open to everyone. Interested in joining? Look them up on Facebook by searching Hallsville Athletic Boosters or email them at hallsvilleathleticboosters@gmail.com. Let's go Indians!
At Hallsville School District, our educators do more than just teach. Lives are being shaped for the future before they even enter a classroom. For students to succeed, it takes an entire district-wide team. Join Hallsville School District's team today, now offering competitive salaries and benefits for all positions. Visit hallsville.org and click on the employment link under Our District tab.
Both teams have switched sides, and we're back for Hallsville and Blair Oaks on the Show Me Sports Network. Start of the second quarter, and 2nd and 7 for Hallsville. Nichols is going to take the snap. He's running right side. It's a QB run, and he is met in the backfield before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Brady Kerperin, shoots through and makes a tackle. 3rd and long upcoming for Hallsville.
Just, again, more nightmare scenario for Hallsville. Down 19 zip. Now they're in a 3rd and long situation. Just want something positive.
So now Hallsville in a very important 3rd down and long, needing to pick this up, already trailing big. It's 3rd and 10. And otherwise, this is in danger of getting out of hand very quickly, as the Falcons clearly are rolling so far on their home senior night. Here comes Colton Nichols after receiving the signs. One wide receiver near side, it's Isaac Stinson, and another far side. I think that may be Zach Jarrett. Pistol formation, a whole lot of pressure is coming for Blair Oaks. Nichols takes snap, line holding up well. Nichols now rolling to his right. He's going to run. He's got across the line of scrimmage. He's up near the first down, and all it is where did he go out of bounds? And the ref is going to say he only picked up about 5 before he went out of bounds. Looked like he dove past the first down, but it turns out he steps out of bounds before it's now 4th down.
No. If you're Hallsville here, you got a little dilemma about 4th and 5. Maybe go for it, but I'll likely see a punt.
Looks like that's what's going to happen, and Nichols will probably here back up. Hopefully this time can at least get the punt off, as the last one was blocked just a moment ago. It's 19-0 Blair Oaks. Nichols looks like he's backed up maybe even a little bit further than we've seen him on previous punts, standing about his own 20-yard line. The snap is low. Nichols picks it up, and it's once again blocked. It hit the head of his own line of scrimmage, and then a flag comes in on the play. The ball is picked up at about the 35-yard line of Hallsville. But with the low snap, Nichols hurried to get it off and didn't even have enough height on it to get it over his own line of scrimmage. Penalty is declined, so Blair Oaks will start at the 35-yard line of Hallsville, and they can really put a hurting on the Indians here with another touchdown drive.
I don't really know what to call a nightmare from a worse nightmare. This is nightmare scenario all in general. If you're Hallsville, whew.
So Dylan Hare in this Falcons offense needed to go just 35 yards to punch it in for their next touchdown. If they can do it, it looks like the flag was, I would guess, I'm not reaching deep into my memory of rules here, but I think since it hit his own offensive lineman on the punt, that's a penalty. But Dylan Hare and the offense decided to just decline it, and they'll start at the 35-yard line. So 1st down and 10, running back to the left of Blair Oaks, and now the snap is taken. It looked like a fake reverse, and Dylan Hare just fell down. He was going to take it on a QB keeper and falls down and loses about 3.
That's a good positive thing if you're Hallsville. Just a mental lapse here by Blair Oaks. And this Hallsville defense is going to have to get a stop.
Adam Hall was the receiver who went in motion. We've already seen him do that a couple times tonight. And when Hare tried to fake it to him and then keep it on the read option, was tripped up. So 2nd down and 13, ball on the 38-yard line of Hallsville. Running back Lackman directly to the right of Hare. Hare's going to drop back, looking to throw. Plenty of time now, going to fire downfield, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver Alec Weiberg, and just couldn't get it to him, tried to rocket it to him back shoulder, and now a big 3rd down for the Hallsville defense upcoming.
Interesting decision to throw there. If he just threw to Weiberg deep into the back corner of the end zone, he might have had him.
Well, clearly there he was trying to throw that on a line and hit him on the back shoulder, but just fell about 5 yards short. So now 3rd down and 13. 4 wide receivers, 2 far side and 2 near side, and the running back Lackman is directly behind Dylan Hare. Hare takes the snap. He's going to delay, run it, makes a couple moves in the backfield, spins out of a tackle, now running left side. He's across the 35-30. He's up near the 25, stiff arms his way, and I think he may be just about a yard short of the 1st down. It was a magic act just to get out of the backfield for Hare, and almost stiff armed his way to a 1st down, and I think he's going to be about a yard short. It'll be 4th and 1.
But remember that wild play Texas A&M had against Duke in a Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl several years
Johnny
ago?
Manziel,
yeah,
absolutely.
that looked Johnny Manziel-esque right there.
I think Hare did 2 or 3 spins in the backfield just to get away. So it is 4th down and 1. The offense obviously going for it for the Falcons. Empty set, Hare all alone in the shotgun. 5 cable men he's looking to throw to. Hare's going to keep it himself. He's hit at first, now keeps moving the legs forward. He's very close, and it all depends on the spot. Near side ref is sitting right at the 25-yard line, and that's where he needed to get to, and he didn't get much, but I think he may have gotten all that he needed to move the chains.
That sucks as a defender because you're like, we got him. We finally got to stop, and they get the spot.
Well, credit to Hare, who once he was hit initially just kept churning the legs, and the last little effort may have been all that it took to get the 1st down, as Hare continues to show off the athleticism with the legs, and especially a whole lot of strength right there for a 5'11 QB to take on multiple defensive linemen for Hallsville that are pushing 200, 250 pounds. And he didn't win the fight, but he also, I wouldn't say that he lost that one. So
yeah.
Hare is now going to call out the plays at the line of scrimmage. Once again, shotgun formation. He's by himself as the running back, Lackman, is out into wide receiver. It's going to be a quick screen pass to Adam Hall, far sideline, angles upfield, 20, 15-yard line, tiptoeing the sideline inside the 10, and he goes out of bounds at about the 6 or 7-yard line. That's Adam Hall's second catch of the game, and he's got Blair Oaks with goal to go.
There's a flag on the far side of the field. Maybe it looks like this one's coming back.
Well, there were 2 wide receivers for Blair Oaks downfield blocking, so maybe a holding would be the call. Good catch there on the flag. Well, that's big because would have been first and goal to go, and now is going to back Blair Oaks up. Really has not been a problem for their offense so far, but could hopefully be a turning point for Hallsville, who has struggled early. We're at about 9.5 minutes to go in this first half. If you're just joining us, Blair Oaks got out to an early lead with a couple rushing touchdowns by Dylan Hare, and then blocked a punt deep in Hallsville territory and returned it for a touchdown. That was the linebacker, Doug Blaha, who was in on special teams. I bet Blaha probably wasn't expecting to come here tonight and lead with a touchdown, but he's got one. So after the flag for Blair Oaks, it is 1st and 13. Got about 14 seconds on the play clock. Now it looks like Blair Oaks knows what they're going with. Same formation as we saw a moment ago. Going in motion from right to left is the receiver, Adam Hall. Dylan Hare is going to run behind him, going to the left side. Angles will field at the 30. Now pushing ahead inside the 25. Breaks out of a tackle. He's up near the 20 now. Is what looked like originally maybe just a gain of about 4 or 5. He turns that into closer to 9 or 10 yards.
Is it me, or does Dylan Hare just know how to work, like, just a mosh pit and able to just squeeze out of him?
He was in it far sideline, and all of a sudden I see number 1 emerge and cut back near the middle of the field. But credit to Hallsville for bringing him down and not letting him get any more. Picks up 8 on the first down run. It'll be 2nd and 5. 2 wide receivers near side of the field. That's Nick Klosser and Alec Weiberg, and another 2 out the top side of the field. Shotgun formation, Hare rolling right. He's going to look to throw. Throws for Weiberg. He makes a catch at the 10. Now he's up near the 5, and he's brought down at the 5-yard line. So that's a first down. Pick up about 15 yards, and that's the first catch of the game for the senior receiver. Goal to go now for Blair Oaks.
Hare showing off the arm strength there, going from far hash to just near sideline throw. Just a honestly great arm strength throw for him.
So we'll see if what has been the game plan so far for Blair Oaks when they've been go to go, and that's been read option keepers with Dylan Hare. See if they do it again. It's 1st and goal from the 4-yard line for Blair Oaks. First, before Hare claps the hands, looks over near his sideline. Now looks like he's got the play that he wants. Directly behind him is the running back, and Hare's going to keep it himself, trying to beat the man to the corner. He cuts back inside at about the 3, now spins out of a tackle, driving near the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Ooh. Blair Oaks' Dylan Hare would not be denied. He takes it in from 4 yards out. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game.
And this has been the story of the game so far for Hallsville. Is this, they think they have Dylan Hare wrapped up. They think they have some momentum, get a defensive stop right there. Nope. Hare just able to do some magic, driving the legs, get past into the end zone. A little bit of help from his teammates, too.
Well, he certainly was met before the guard line. Honestly, it was probably met at about the 3 or 4 yard line, but then it at first would not be brought down. And then, like you mentioned, got a little help from the men in green at the end. So looking to make it a 27-0 game, Blair Oaks will go for 2. They've had 3 offensive touchdowns and a special teams one. Hare takes the snap. He's rolling right, looking to throw. Throws end zone, and he's got a man, and it's caught by Adam Hall for the touchdown. Or excuse me, not the touchdown, the 2-point conversion. It all means the same as he is in the end zone. And it's 27-0 in favor of Blair Oaks with 8:08 to go in the second quarter.
For Hallsville, you're just looking to put a drive together at this point. Your defense has been on the field basically the entire half so far. You just want to put some sort of drive together so you can just have some positivity and just something to be positive about heading into halftime.
Well, if you're Hallsville right here, do you, even though it hasn't worked, do you just keep running the ball to at the very least try and manufacture a drive that's longer than a couple minutes? I mean, the first one took about 4 or 5 minutes off the clock, but ever since it's been 2, 3 and outs for Hallsville. How much you changing the game plan right here?
I mean, they're stacking the box of 8. So maybe you try to bring a receiver, try to sneak him on a jet sweep, maybe a little touch pass. Just do something a little bit different. Because when you're stacking 8 in the box, I know you want to be tough against a run, and they know it's coming. You just got to do something a little differently there.
So here comes the kickoff teams back out onto the field. The Falcons will boot it away from their own 40-yard line. Couple men back deep to receive for Hallsville. Here comes the kick. It's a line drive, nicely done. It's brought in. Zach Jarrett can't handle it. Now Harbison has to fall on it at their own 20. It's actually Jarrett at the very end who picks it up and is going to go out of bounds just about his 20 or so yard line. A couple of different men there for Hallsville had trouble hanging on to that, and once again Hallsville will start backed up on their own side of the field.
Hallsville just haven't really just struggling with special teams. over the course of the year. This is something not Hallsville has executed wise, special team wise.
So the official spot is own 23-yard line for Hallsville. So far they started at their own 21, 23, 27, and now 23 again. They have gone turnover on downs, blocked punt, and then punt. Nichols is all alone in the shotgun. 5 pass catchers in on the play. We'll see if it's a design run, though. It's a screen near sideline to Isaac Stinson. Makes the catch at his 25, gets to about the 27, and he is brought down by a swarm of Blair Oaks tacklers. Second and long coming up.
And Blair Oaks just smells blood right now. They got a big cushion lead, 27-0. They've been playing dominant on defense outside mainly the first drive, but most of the day.
Referees route that they actually did not get a gain. I forgot that it was at his own 23-yard line, and that's about all we got back to. So it's 2nd down and 10 for Hallsville, looking over to the far sideline of the field to get this next play call. They've got 11 seconds on the play clock, so they're going to have to work a little bit quicker right here. Jumbo package on the right side of the line of scrimmage. This may be a run far sideline. Nichols is going to throw the slant. Actually, the comeback route. The catch is made and across the 35-yard line up near the 38. It's Aiden Lampkins as the senior wide receiver adds to his season total and moves the change. Nicely done right there on the comeback route for Hallsville.
Great play by Hallsville there. They finally attacked that little off coverage Blair Oaks has been playing all game. I like the comeback route call.
Well, like you said, probably with that coverage going to be one of the easiest routes for Hallsville to take, and then even better for Lampkins once he did make the catch. He probably got 7 or 8 more after the catch and spun his way up to about the 42-yard line. So that'll go down as a gain of about 19 yards there on the catch to Lampkins. It came in with just 65 receiving yards total. Now 1st down and 10, pistol formation. Nichols will give running near side off the left side, and it's Fowler, and he is maybe going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard right there, as one of the men in there to make the tackle is Nick Klosser, and it's going to bring up 2nd and long.
It's a good stop there by Blair Oaks defense, able to clog up the running lanes.
So 2nd down and 11. Referees do rule that Fowler lost a yard at the very least. Good to see Hallsville at least possess some time here on this drive and move the chains, because their last 2 went 3 and outs, and has led to what is currently a 27-0 deficit as we approach the 6-minute mark in this first half here of play in Blair Oaks. Pistol formation for Nichols. He takes a snap. He's dropping back to throw. He's now going to step up in the pocket. He's going to take off running right sideline. He's looking downfield. He's going to throw downfield, and the pass is dropped by Isaac Stinson. Would have had the 1st down and maybe about 5 more, but it goes right off his hands and falls incomplete. Now 3rd and 11.
I've been there before, and it hurts as a receiver, because you know you got to look in the ball, but in the back of your mind, you're thinking about running. You're thinking about keeping the toes in bounds, and you just lose concentration on the ball.
Well, that was a nice play by Nichols, because he could have taken off and run. But like I tried to squeeze in there, he was keeping his eyes downfield the whole time, and the receiver in Stinson came open, just couldn't make the play. But as Stinson just ran back to the huddle, Nichols was one of the first guys over there to give him a high five. So they're going to need him the rest of the game for sure if they want to get back into this thing. So good for Nichols to keep him head up. So 3rd down and 11, 3 wide receivers to Nichols' right and a 1 to his left. It's going to be a designed rollout for Nichols, trying to buy some time. He's looking, now throws downfield at the marker, and it's incomplete. Goes over the head of the intended receiver and incomplete. Looked like he was targeting Harrison Fowler on a crosser right at the sticks, and it was just a little too high. Now 4th and 11.
You might as well just go for it at this point. I mean, the punting game has not been there at all whatsoever. You had a little botch snap that led to Blair Oaks getting the ball in their own territory. There was a block punt for a touchdown. Just, there's no point in really punting this ball.
Well, that was a much tougher throw on the 3rd and 11 for Nichols than the 2nd and 11 one was, although they were similar routes. Fowler was blanketed much more right there, and with it being 4th down, Hallsville is going to punt. The snap is low. Nichols picks it up. He now may try and get it himself. He's running, and he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is where Blair Oaks will start on the 42-yard line of Hallsville. So I don't know if it was a fake punt call all the way, but once the snap was low, Nichols tried to take off, but I don't even know if he gained any yards on the play. Maybe 1 at best.
I mean, it looked like maybe they had a fake punt call like you said, but I don't know if it was the botch snap or what. But, again, I don't get the punting there, because they just had trouble in the punting game. They don't have a true punter. The quarterback's punting, they just had trouble punting, so there's really no harm done in essentially going for it there.
Good field position for this Blair Oaks offense. They're on the 41-yard line of Hallsville. Receiver going in motion. It's a pump fake. Hare now fires downfield. Receiver wide open, and the catch is made in stride. 10-5 touchdown Blair Oaks, and it won't get much easier than that as all Hare had to do was get it over the cornerback, and that was an easy touchdown of 41 yards for Dylan Hare, his first passing touchdown of the night, and Blair Oaks is into the 30s. They're up 33-0 after that dime. And the man who made the catch was Zach Pranger. I was waiting for them to say it here because I couldn't tell if it was 2 or 6, but Pranger makes a grab, and now I'll let you go, Cam.
Yeah, Aiden Lampkins was trying to look like he was going to make a play on the ball. He was jumping on the far hash from us, and he just couldn't quite make the play on the ball, and the ball got dropped in the bucket right to Blair Oaks' receiver.
So Pranger, the senior, has got his touchdown to make it a 33-0 game with 5:31 to go in the first half. Here comes the extra point, snap spot, kick on the way, and it is good. There is a flag on the play, though, and we'll see whether this kick is going to stand. I didn't see what happened right there, but the way they're all jogging off the field, I think this may be on Hallsville. We'll see, though. There's maybe a personal foul, which in that case would mean that the kick is good, and now both teams lead the field, so it looks like it's going to be that way. And now Hallsville, really at this point, just needing to put together a drive, now trailing 31-0 as we get closer and closer to the end of the first half.
And they just want something positive to happen. I mean, just haven't had it on offense. Special teams has been a disaster for Hallsville today, and it just, again, more nightmares happening.
Well, Hallsville will have a chance to do something on offense. We're going to take a very quick break, and then they'll be out to receive the kickoff when they return in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. This state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
Back on the Show Me Sports Network, Hallsville back deep to receive, and after the personal foul on the extra points, it thought Blair Oaks was going to have a good field position to kick from, but then they have the penalty. Nope, they were just showing where the ball has to be moved to, and Blair Oaks is actually be kicking off from the Hallsville 45-yard line. You don't see that very often for a kickoff team, but regardless, despite the score, thanks so much for spending your Friday night with us on the Show Me Sports Network. Ben Schmidt and Cameron Payne here for the second to last regular season game. So here comes the kickoff for Blair Oaks. It is set down. Here comes the run, and the kick is booted away. High pop up into the air. Hallsville can let this go if they want to, and it's going to be a touchback. They'll start with arguably their best field position of the day.
Hallsville just trying to get something positive before going into the locker room. Got what? 5:30 and some change left in the third quarter. Second quarter, excuse me.
So far for the Hallsville offense, they've gone turnover on downs, punt, and turnover on downs. Only have had a couple of times where they picked up first downs and they sustained longer drives. Looking to do that right here. And at the very least give their defense, who has been on the field for a large portion of this first half, a break over there on that far sideline. Hallsville offense is on the field from their own 20-yard line, and it's first down and 10. Fowler is now back into the backfield. It looks like it's a miscommunication. Hallsville's going to have to take a timeout. Do not know what happened right there, but certainly did not have a good idea of what was going on. Not often you see a timeout have to be taken right after a kickoff, but there was clearly some miscommunication right there.
It's not good to have miscommunication like that, especially when you're just getting the ball for another possession. It's tough for Hallsville to have to burn a timeout there.
So we'll see what the play call actually is when they come back out on the field in just a moment. Defense for Hallsville has given up quite a bit of points so far, 3 rushing touchdowns and 1 passing touchdown to Dylan Hare. But when you have the skill set that Hare has, what really can you expect? There's been a whole lot of defense around the entire state that have had trouble stopping him.
I mean, if you look at this, Blair Oaks offense, they have not been stopped whatsoever all year. I mean, their lowest point total was 35 in week 2.
Well, I think they're going to break that 35-point total here tonight. But regardless, Hallsville trying to get anything going on this drive. They're out of the timeout and in pistol formation from their own 20-yard line. We'll see what they've got in store. Nichols is in the pistol formation. Here comes the snap to him. He's dropping back, throw right side, and the catch is made at about the 24, and that's all he'll get. I just realized it's actually not even Nichols out there at quarterback. It is Braden Matheny who at least for the moment is in a QB. Don't know if that's a long-term plan, but Matheny is now in after Nichols on his 4 drives. Does not able to sustain anything. You would hope that it's just giving the backup quarterback a chance, not anything injury-related for Nichols, although he did take a big hit there on that fake punt. We'll see what Matheny now can do for this Hallsville offense as the sophomore, 5'11", 160 pounds, getting his first real opportunity to play this season. 2nd down and 10, shotgun formation. Fowler directly to the right of Matheny. He is going to give it to Fowler running left side. He's across the 30 and then is brought down at about the 31. Nice tackle made right there, trying to see who it was. And the tackle was made right there by Brady Kerperin, and it's going to be 3rd down and long.
I mean, sometimes you just want to spark. Maybe it's just like you said, Matheny just came in. Maybe, hopefully, it's not an injury to Colton Nichols. Sometimes you just need a spark. Sometimes you just need something. Maybe a backup quarterback can do that.
Well, the very least for Matheny was able to complete that first pass, so maybe we'll give him some confidence now that he has 1 completion under his belt. It is 3rd down now for Hallsville from their own 27-yard line. It is 3rd and 3. Pistol formation. Matheny will clap those hands and await the snap. He's got the snap. It's a give to Fowler. Tries to bounce it off the left side, and he's hit and brought down in the backfield. Excellent tackle by Jackson Marshall, and Hallsville is going nowhere fast. It's 4th down.
Ben, that was an understatement on going nowhere fast. It was just not a good play from the start. Blair Oaks defenders read it perfectly. They were swarming to the football. And again, just basically, essentially, tackle for loss, no gain.
So we'll see what Hallsville decides to do. They're way backed up on their own side of the field near their own 25-yard line. And it is 4th down. You would assume they punted away, but Nichols has been the punter all year long, and he's not even out on the field right now. So we'll see what they decide to do. Fowler is taking the snap, and he will punt it away. It's a decent punt, and it's going to land and take a nice roll for Hallsville. It'll roll down to the 30-yard line, inside the 30, down to about the 28 for Blair Oaks. And arguably one of the better punts we've seen this season out of Hallsville, and it comes from their starting running back, Harrison Fowler, and here comes the Blair Oaks offense.
It was a great starting punt. Like I said, probably one of the best punts we've seen as Hallsville special teams all year. And insurance it comes from starting running back, but they're going to have to stop him here because Blair Oaks, I mean, they're already winning 33-0. Maybe they're looking to put up more on the board.
Blair Oaks has got 3 minutes and 15 seconds to work with. Hallsville will get the ball to start the second half, but still work to be done here in this first half of play. 1st down and 10 for Dylan Hare, running back directly behind him, but now they're going to all straighten up and potentially make some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers to Hare's left and another one to his right. It's a give right up the middle, and crossing the 30 down right about there actually is the running back Hayden Leckman, and it'll be a short gain of about 3 yards on 1st down.
Like no urgency out of Blair Oaks here. So they're just taking their time, content maybe with this lead.
2nd down and 6 now for Blair Oaks. Looks like they're going to back up to shotgun formation with the running back Leckman standing directly to the left of Hare. It's a give to Adam Howell on the end around, running far side. He's at the 30, angles left 35, and he's going to get the 1st down and fall ahead to about the 39-yard line, maybe even go out of bounds, and that's 1st down. We see Hall go in motion a bunch of times, and he gets the end around right there and moves the chains.
Yeah, nice little end around play by Blair Oaks there, able to pick up some positive yardage. Like I said, they'll get the clock stopped, 2:34. Now it's running again, so it looked like it just stopped to reset the chains.
Rule that the ball got to the 40-yard line, so Blair Oaks need to go 60 yards to punch this thing in. Hall goes in motion again, this time to the near side. It's a pitch route to Lackman, trying to turn the corner on the pitch. He's across the 40, angles back to the inside, up near the 43-44 before he is brought down. Coming in to make the tackle right there was the outside linebacker, Aiden Lampkins, and it'll be 2nd down and medium, 2nd down and about 5 to go for Blair Oaks.
Good run by Lackman there. You know, you can never complain about getting 5 yards on 1st down. And just sets up your offense nicely there.
Blair Oaks has got a little bit to go here with 1 minute 54 and a half. Shotgun snap to Harry. He throws far sideline. It's caught by Hall on the screen. He's across the 50. He's across the 45, and even goes out of bounds. Gets the 1st down as Hall makes his 3rd catch of the game, and Blair Oaks is once again on the move into Hallsville territory.
Blair Oaks is making this look easy right now. It looks like they just love that little jet sweep motion that they get with Hall every time, and it's just giving Hallsville just tough looks.
So now with Hall going out of bounds, the clock stops at 1 minute 45. Now it's running again before this first down and 10 play there at the 45-yard line of Hallsville. Coaches yelling out the signals. There's 2 wide receivers closest to us and then another on the far side of the field. Shotgun snap for Hare. He's got the snap. He drops back. It's play action, looking to throw all day to throw. He's going to wind up going deep downfield. He got our man there and hits him in stride in the end zone, Joey Wild, and that's a touchdown of 45 yards for Blair Oaks.
He really showed off the arm strength there, about, 52, 53 yards, something like that, and holy cow, what a drop in the bucket pass by Dylan Hare.
Joey Wilde could not have had that ball placed to him any better. Probably the best throw we've seen Hare make all day. His second passing touchdown of the game, and Blair Oaks is up to 40 points with a minute 22 to go in the first half. What a throw by Dylan Hare. He had all day to throw. The only question I had was whether or not Hare would have the arm to get it out there to Wilde, who was actually in good coverage, who makes the catch for the touchdown. Extra point is good. It is now 41-0 Blair Oaks.
Man, I think that was an understatement on what a good throw. I mean, that was a great throw. Like I said, he really showed off the arm strength there. Maybe it looked like maybe he wasn't about to get there, but no, he got there.
So Hare has now got 5 touchdowns in the first half. 3 through the air, that was to Wilde and Pranger, and 3 more on the ground. Has not turned the ball over as Blair Oaks has scored on every drive where they've touched it, and that has led to a 41-0 lead with a minute 22 to go in this first half. What do you think we see from this Hallsville offense now as they wind this thing down?
I mean, you got 1:22 left, 1 timeout. As much as I hate to say it, you just got to take it to the locker room at this point. I mean, your offense has just had no rhythm all day outside of really the first drive when they were able to get some penetration to Blair Oaks' side of the field, but the offense has just come out sluggish. The backup quarterback's in there now. I mean, what point do you just say? I'm not saying like just draw it in, but
kickoff is away.
Damage.
It's a low line driver, goes inside the 30 to the 25 of Hallsville, and then it is just falling on. Now picking up, there's a couple different men for Blair Oaks on to make the tackle, and Hallsville will start right about their own 25-yard line nearing the end of these first 2 quarters of play. Well, we said the Blair Oaks defense coming in had been awfully good, allowing more than just 2 touchdowns a game. That happened to them just once on the entire season, and so far they have kept Hallsville to a big old goose egg. We'll see what they can do here. Hare just throwing the 45-yard touchdown pass to Joey Wilde. And now here comes once again, it is no Colton Nichols at quarterback. It is the backup, Braden Matheny, who's in pistol formation. Fowler's still in there. He's right behind Matheny. Matheny straight drop back, hitches, now throws far sideline, and the catch is made going out of bounds is Landon Sievers, and nicely done right there. We've seen Matheny now hit that comeback route twice, and there Sievers was the recipient of it. Doesn't get the first down, but makes it second and short.
Good read there. He saw he had the comeback route, ripped it, had confidence in it, was able to get a first down. So it looks close to a first down.
Great gain of 9. Hallsville looking like they're going to try to attack right here with a minute 11 to go in this first half, try and get some points up on the scoreboard. And Matheny is going to be the one to try and operate that in for his second drive at quarterback. Matheny now yelling out the signals to the offensive line. Now drops back into the pistol formation and will take the snap, giving to Fowler. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, swings his way up. He maybe got a yard, but I don't think so. And it's going to be very close whether or not he got enough to move the chains. Near side ref is standing at the 37, so they rule he got exactly the one that he needed, and that's first down for Hallsville.
I'll say where the ref was standing was right at the stick.
So now we're at under a minute to go in the half, 56 seconds and counting. And now an interesting play call right here. Matheny, the quarterback, is lined up now out wide, a wide receiver. Now he motions back into the backfield, so I don't know if that was some trickery there. Now Matheny is going far side, so it looks like Fowler's going to take the snap as the Wildcat QB. Now there goes Matheny back into shotgun formation. Matheny will take it. He's got the snap, and before the snap comes, the play is going to be whistled dead. I think the play clock was running down, and Hallsville had to burn a timeout right there. There was a whole lot of confusion on that play. Matheny didn't really find where he was supposed to be until the very end, and Hallsville uses their third timeout of the half.
It's just a tough break for Hallsville. It's a young player. He's a sophomore. He just hasn't had a lot of playing time. Obviously, Conyers didn't like the look, so he just called timeout.
So we'll see what they decide to do with 35 seconds to go in the half. They do have a first down and 10 after picking it up on the Harrison Fowler run a moment ago. Just burned about 25 seconds there trying to get the play call together, and then just had to use their third and final timeout of the half. Just a few minutes away from this thing headed into the locker room. Hallsville will be trailing And they do get the ball to start the second half, though, against this Blair Oaks Falcons team, who looks to be early on their way to an 8-0 start to the season. And the team that won the state championship just 2 seasons ago is flying high here tonight. But Hallsville, they've still got a whole lot of talent on this team. Were undefeated in the regular season last year, just haven't showed it tonight, but still a whole half to play, see if they can start to turn things around. Out of the timeout now, Matheny takes the shotgun snap. He's dropping back. Good protection, now rolling right. Think he's going to run. He will run. He's across the 40 and falls ahead to about the 42, maybe the 43.
Ball
it's
came
a
out.
short gain, and ball came out at the end, but I think they're going to rule him down. And the Blair Oaks players were all pointing that they recovered that football. Now they're going to have a discussion, and they are going to rule that Matheny fumbled. It's Blair Oaks ball.
Just from, honestly, just bad. It's from worse, nightmare. Blair Oaks just had the way in this game. Hallsville's just been able to sustain nothing, have no rhythm on offense. Defense has been torched. Special teams has been a nightmare for Hallsville basically all season, and it's really showing here tonight.
Well, Blair Oaks now on their 7th drive of the game. They've got still 27 seconds to work with, and they still have all 3 of their timeouts. They're on the 42-yard line of Hallsville, so we'll see now who Dylan Hare may look to attack deep downfield with. It's shotgun formation. Hall goes in motion. Hare takes a snap. He's rolling to his right, trying to buy some time. He's going to throw near side, and it's caught by Hall across the 40, 35, and he goes out of bounds just inside the 35. And that's going to get about 8 yards or so, burns 8 seconds off the clock, and Blair Oaks is on the move.
Makes you wonder if Blair Oaks had this game circled on their calendar from based on last year's matchup, what happened when Hallsville came up with 56-51 win last year.
Well, Hallsville has won the last matchup, like you said, in a high-scoring fashion, but this game has not gone the same way. Second down and short. Hare drops back. He's going to fire end zone, a man wide open, and it is caught. Touchdown. And that looks to be the second of the game for Zach Prenger as he goes in from 34 yards out, and clearly a bust in the secondary because he could not have been more wide open right there. And Blair Oaks is now up to 47 points in the half.
That understatement on busting coverage. No one was within 10 yards of him, and he was just free riding to the end zone.
So Blair Oaks takes advantage of the fumble by Hallsville and punches it in for 6 points. They're going to go for the extra point to try and make it 48-0 as there's 12 seconds to go in this first half of play here in Blair Oaks. Dylan Hare has his 6th touchdown of the half. Kick is up, and it is good, and it's 48-0. We'll keep it right here, just a play or so to go until we hit halftime. But Prenger has now had 2 deep touchdowns, and I don't think he'll get a whole lot that easier than the one we just saw a moment ago.
Understatement on easy because, woof. That was very easy. I mean, it doesn't help when your secondary has a busted coverage. It makes it a little bit easier on the Blair Oaks offense. I expect them to just take it to half here. I mean, there's 12 seconds left. Hallsville has no timeouts. Just got to regroup and try to get something positive in the second half because right now you don't want to be shut out.
Well, it looks like at least unless something changes, it'll be the backup quarterback, Braden Matheny, taking Hallsville the rest of the way. And the way things are going, Dylan Hare, who knows how much longer he'll see. He's been dominant in this first half. 3 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns. The thing there, too, for Prenger on that touchdown catch, even if he was coverage, the throw hit him right in the hands in stride, so I don't even really think it would have mattered whether or not he was covered or not. That's the second now deep passing touchdown for Hare where he's hit a receiver in stride. Here comes the kickoff from Blair Oaks, winding down this first half. It is away. It is brought in at the 25-yard line quickly. Now getting up and going out of bounds right at about the maybe 27-yard line. That's where Hallsville will start at just 6 seconds to go in the first half, though. So you would assume that they will just take this thing to the locker room, and I'm sure a whole lot of regrouping will be tried once they get to the locker room because Hallsville has faced halftime deficits, but none like the one that they are facing right now, down 48-0.
Ben, last time I saw a Falcons team play, it was in the Super Bowl, and they blew a 28-3 lead. Safe to say this lead is safe tonight.
Certainly looks that way. Hallsville now back out onto the field. Would assume that they'll probably run right here with Fowler, who's in the shotgun formation directly to the left of Matheny. Now coming up to the line of scrimmage, giving out the signals before this first down at 10 play. They are at their own 29-yard line. Now Matheny's got the signs. He's in the shotgun, points out to his tight end, sends Severs in motion from left to right. Here is the snap. It's a give to Fowler running right side across the 30-yard line. Maybe gets to the 31, but that will do it as both teams will head to the locker room. Not the first half that the Indians were looking for, as they currently have had troubles on both sides of the football, trailing 48-0, and a whole lot of regrouping to do as both teams head to the locker room. On the Show Me Sports Network, we've got lots to talk about. Lots of touchdowns were scored. We'll recap that along with get you some scores from some other games in the area for high school. Don't go anywhere. Cam and I will be back in just a few minutes on the Show Me Sports Network.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie!
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
In today's world, injury prevention is at the top of everyone's list. However, heat-related occurrences get routinely overlooked. Zealous WBGT puts that front and center. By using cutting-edge formulas and technology, Zealous WBGT streamlines and simplifies obtaining and documenting wet bulb globe temperature readings. With a simple touch of a button, you can check WBGT anywhere in the world, receiving alerts when the WBGT goes over the threshold you select. Join the stress-free way to protect student-athletes, employees, and overall operations from extreme heat by downloading the free Zealous WBGT app today. Save time, save money, save lives with Zealous WBGT.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog Tracer, who has been my best friend and my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Attention Indians fans, here's your chance to help the student athletes of Hallsville by becoming a member of the Hallsville Athletic Boosters. Your gifts help provide all Hallsville athletes with a safe and positive experience while attending our school district, and also help purchase items that our sports team couldn't otherwise afford. You can join the Hallsville Athletic Boosters this season for as little as $25. Membership is open to everyone. Interested in joining? Look them up on Facebook by searching Hallsville Athletic Boosters or email them at hallsvilleathleticboosters@gmail.com. Let's go Indians!
At Hallsville School District, our educators do more than just teach. Lives are being shaped for the future before they even enter a classroom. For students to succeed, it takes an entire district-wide team. Join Hallsville School District's team today, now offering competitive salaries and benefits for all positions. Visit hallsville.org and click on the employment link under Our District tab.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. The state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
Back on the Show Me Sports Network halftime show at Blair Oaks, Ben Schmidt and Cameron Payne. Well, a lot to discuss from that first half, but sadly most of it came on the Blair Oaks offensive side as their quarterback, Dylan Hare, runs it in for 3 and then throws for another 3, 2 of them to Zach Pranger and another to Joey Wilday. The Hallsville defense just did not have a whole lot of luck stopping him. And on the offensive side, whether it was Colton Nichols at first or Braden Matheny after him in relief, just not a whole lot of time to find men downfield. Fowler, they've given him some carries, but has been mostly bottled up, and it was a very tough first half for the Indians. And don't necessarily know what you're looking for coming out of half. Maybe at the very least you're trying to do something to take in next week against California. And I know there's still 24 minutes left to play, but that's just the way things are looking right now, and I don't think that's a bad way to look at it. Try some new plays out, see what you can do with Matheny, see what you have in Matheny and the sophomore quarterback, just because probably maybe some softer coverage too out of Blair Oaks, but I'm interested to hear what they're talking about in the locker room right now.
I mean, they're just looking for something positive. They're looking to spark. They're going to play some young guys, see what they can do. Maybe they can provide a smart. You're just looking for something. Doesn't have to be a touchdown. Doesn't have to be a long score. Just something. Good block. Good run. Heck, a good way to escape the pocket and complete, to your checkdowns. You want something positive out of this game at least, if not a score, because right now you got a 0 on the scoreboard, and we know that Hallsville does not have a kicking game.
And let's look at a couple scores around the area that are taking place. Moberly leading Mexico 28-8. One of the other games that's at halftime along with ours. Cap City is out in front of Truman 14-0. That's another Jeff City school. Rockbridge and Hickman battling. Last thing heard from there, Rockbridge was up 7-0. So those are a couple other games that are going on at the same time. But for Hallsville sitting at 4-3, looking like they're probably going to go to 4-4 at this point before their final game in California next week. And Blair Oaks looking like they're going to stay undefeated. I mean, it just at Hallsville, I think, when we talked to Coach Connors after the game, it's probably just going to be similar to when we heard Hallsville a couple weeks ago when they lost that game to Osage. And although not in as blowout fashion, they've just gotten outplayed tonight. I don't think you can necessarily be too upset because Blair Oaks has played some really good football. Hallsville had been some mental mistakes in the busted coverage that led to the Pranger touchdown and the blocked punt, 2 blocked punts actually. So that will be more to work with. But overall, I'd be interested to see because there's some times where you play a team that it's just a mismatch, and that's what it's been so far.
I mean, you look at this Blair Oaks team; they're probably the favorites to win the state title this year.
Absolutely,
and they're no slouch of a squad. Yeah, you want to play close, you want to try to win this game, but at the end of the day, when you look at this offense and you look at their defense, their defense has played solid this year too. I mean, the highest point total they've given up all year has been 42, and that was in the first week. So this Blair Oaks team's not a slouch. I mean, it's not fun getting blown out, no doubt about it, but you just don't want to hang your head. You don't want to get down on yourself because there's still some football left to be played.
Yep.
Got another regular season game next week, and then you got playoffs.
Yep. Well, Hallsville, too, I think it would be nice just to see a longer, sustained drive. I mean, we only saw one Hallsville drive where they crossed midfield in that first half and ended with a turnover on downs. That was the first drive of the game, and there's just been little to no luck on the offensive side of the ball since. So even if, let's say, you love to have a couple scoring drives in the half, even if it's not a scoring drive, cross midfield, sustain something, have a drive that goes for 4 or 5 minutes. I don't know. I'm kind of throwing out ideas there at the moment. I'm not Coach Connors, any of the coaches in that locker room, but I'd be interested to see. I mean, at the same point in time, too, whether it is for Nichols or Matheny, and I'd assume Matheny, air it out a couple times. We haven't seen them do it. Try and see. Give your wide receivers a chance. Maybe whether it's Lampkin, Stevens, or Stinson, one of them runs a beautiful route on deep guy deep and the catch is made. And you'd be like, okay, that's a play we can come back to in a close game later on. Stuff like that, I think, I mean, why not give it a chance here in the second half in a game that is most likely well out of reach?
Yeah, I mean, you just want to try something different. It's not to say the receivers haven't been in behind the defense. They have. They've gotten behind them, just been unable to connect.
Well, I think the biggest thing is here, too, for Hallsville coming out of half to sustain a drive. I just thought about that a moment ago, how they are the ones getting the ball to start the second half. So anything here to not go 3 and out and turn it right back to potentially give Blair Oaks a chance to get into 50s before we even get into this third quarter. I mean, stuff like that, too, would be big. The only time I think we've seen Hallsville playing a game with a running clock was when they beat Palmyra 58-20. And as much as I hate to say it, I think we may be heading towards that territory in this game as we're about 7 minutes from getting underway in the third quarter here in Blair Oaks. It's their senior night, and their seniors are certainly putting up a good show, as Hallsville's did last week when they won that game. Be interested to see what Coach Connors has to say after this one. But really, any other thoughts about the first half of this one, Cam?
I mean, if you're Hallsville, just try to get something positive. If you're Blair Oaks, you are the favorites to win the state title. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I can't really disagree with you there, the way they've played so far this season. It was a great game between these two last season, but not so much tonight. We'll see if it can stay a little bit closer here in the second half. We're going to take another break for a couple more minutes, and when we return, it'll be the Indians getting ready to take the field on offense to start the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. We've got a whole half of football left on the Show Me Sports Network.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer. You're a parent. You're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
In today's world, injury prevention is at the top of everyone's list. However, heat-related occurrences get routinely overlooked. Zealous WBGT puts that front and center. By using cutting-edge formulas and technology, Zealous WBGT streamlines and simplifies obtaining and documenting wet bulb globe temperature readings. With a simple touch of a button, you can check WBGT anywhere in the world, receiving alerts when the WBGT goes over the threshold you select. Join the stress-free way to protect student-athletes, employees, and overall operations from extreme heat by downloading the free Zealous WBGT app today. Save time, save money, save lives with Zealous WBGT.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog Tracer, who has been my best friend and my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Attention Indians fans, here's your chance to help the student athletes of Hallsville by becoming a member of the Hallsville Athletic Boosters. Your gifts help provide all Hallsville athletes with a safe and positive experience while attending our school district, and also help purchase items that our sports team couldn't otherwise afford. You can join the Hallsville Athletic Boosters this season for as little as $25. Membership is open to everyone. Interested in joining? Look them up on Facebook by searching Hallsville Athletic Boosters or email them at hallsvilleathleticboosters@gmail.com. Let's go Indians!
At Hallsville School District, our educators do more than just teach. Lives are being shaped for the future before they even enter a classroom. For students to succeed, it takes an entire district-wide team. Join Hallsville School District's team today, now offering competitive salaries and benefits for all positions. Visit hallsville.org and click on the employment link under Our District tab.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. The state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
Just about time for the second half here between Blair Oaks and Hallsville on the Show Me Sports Network. Ben Schmidt in campaign. We've got about a minute until Blair Oaks will be kicking away to Hallsville. What do you think we see play call wise on this first drive of the second half?
Just be aggressive. Just have fun out there, honestly. I mean, Mike Leach was once an offensive coordinator, I believe. No, not Mike Leach. Bruce Arians was an offensive coordinator at Mississippi State one time, and their quarterback had a broken leg, so they had a punter go out there, and he just slung it all over the yard. So just do that.
I'm glad you brought that up. I do remember that. So, and not the exact same situation, but is a backup quarterback in for Hallsville in Braden Matheny, who we have not seen at any point this season. Even when we had the game earlier where Colton Nichols got hurt, Matheny was not, I don't think, able to play in that game, so that's why Xavier Stinson essentially played Wildcat QB. But now Matheny's getting a chance, and we'll see.
Let him sling the ball.
Throw it. I would assume he'll be out to start the second half. I can't see why he would go back to Nichols now that you're trailing 48-0 at half. But you never know. We'll have to ask a little bit about that decision later on, whether it's tonight or next week prior to the next game against California. The teams have taken the field, and we are ready for some football. Blair Oaks puts the ball down on the tee. The Rays are the right arm, and here comes the run, and the kick is boomed away by this Blair Oaks special teams. It is going to be a short one brought in at the 20, on 25. Aiden Sojowski angles up near the 30, and he's just across it, so that's where Hallsville will start. And I'm looking on that far sideline. Here comes Matheny and company for this first drive of the second half. We are in a running clock, by the way. Just wanted to pointed that out. If we look up and all of a sudden there's a minute left in the third quarter, it is because that clock will not be stopping based on the current deficit. So here comes the offense. Many of the normal characters are still out there except Nichols. It's Matheny, the backup, who came in the second quarter. He's got Fowler directly behind him. 2 wide receivers near side. That's Lampkins and Stinson. And then Severs and I think Xavier Stinson are on the far side. Pistol formation. Here comes the first snap of the half to Matheny. He drops back. It's a comeback route to Isaac Stinson. Catch is made and then swings his way up to about the 37. And now there's been a little in the passing game. That comeback route has been the one thing that has kind of worked, and Matheny finds it for the first down completion.
Yeah, these do comeback routes, slants, because they playing 5-6 yards off the ball. Eat up that empty space.
So they rule that the gain picked up 7 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and 3 from their own 39-yard line. Matheny yelling out the signals to his offensive line. 2 wide receivers on the far side, 1 near side, and Stinson is in an upright stance, but looks like he may be blocking. It's a give to Fowler running left side. He gets a nice block and turns a corner across the 40, up near the 44 where he's brought down, but he does get the first down. That moves the chains. Got a nice block by the receiver on that side. I think that was Lampkins who set Fowler up there for some success, and that's the first down of the half for Hallsville.
Great first down there for Hallsville. Just like I said, they're getting something positive. Got a first down. That's good. Let's do some more. Get another first down.
Well, Hallsville now is getting slightly closer to midfield. Wide receivers closest to us on the near sideline is Fowler, Lampkins, and Severs. Meanwhile, on the other end of the field is Isaac Stinson. Looks like they may go empty set. Actually, a little bit of a different look here. The tight end, Xavier Stinson, is in the backfield behind the quarterback, Matheny, while Fowler, the running back, is split out wide. First down, Matheny drops back. He's got the snap all day to throw. Now he's going to wind up chucking it deep for Severs. It's underthrown, and it is intercepted, making the sliding pick with Zach Pranger. He's got 2 touchdowns. Now he's got a pick, and Blair Oaks will take over just inside their own 30.
He had his man. He just didn't have the arm strength, and that's just a young quarterback. That's essentially a young quarterback. His arm strength will develop. He wanted something deep. He slung the ball around. Basically an arm punt. No harm, no down. No harm, no foul.
So here comes Blair Oaks and Dylan Harrow had 6 touchdowns in the first half, looking for number 7. He's going to start from his own 29-yard line on this first drive for the Falcons of the third quarter. Wide receiver goes in motion. Hare takes a snap, gives to the running back Lackman, runs left side. He's across the line, up near the 35, cuts back in, 40, 45-yard line, and up in midfield and across midfield down to the 47 before he's brought down by 2 different Hallsville defenders. It took a combination of Zach Jarrett and Braden Nichols to bring down the running back Lackman, and now Blair Oaks is into Hallsville territory. So on the 7 drives of the first half for Blair Oaks, they scored on every one of them. And now in a pistol formation, 4 men out to catch passes, 2 close to us and 2 on the far side. Snap give to Lackman running right up the middle. Tries to go through the hole, and there is no hole, and he's swung down. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like it. And a couple different men in there to make the tackle for Hallsville. Nicely done by a combination of Lucas Hullitz. And then on the other end of the tackle was Garrison Bauer. DJ Larkin got in there late. It'll be 2nd and 10. We're approaching about 8 minutes to go in the third quarter, just underway. Hallsville started with the football before Matheny threw the interception. Now 2nd and 10, give to the wide receiver in motion, going far sideline, now angling up near the 40-yard line, spinning back inside, across the 40, down to the 35, still going all the way near the 30 is the receiver. That was Zach Pranger who got the end around. He's had one heck of a game, and he gets the first down. There is a flag, though, so this could be coming back.
It makes me wonder if these Blair Oaks teammates, I wonder if they train with Dylan Hare on just how to do Houdini plays at practice. Maybe they just run drills where they're like, okay, we're just going to break some tackles, break out of the mosh pit, do a little spin around, do backyard football.
Well, it was 2nd and 10. The offense is moving back, so it looks like this is on Blair Oaks, so it negates a run there by Zenger. It was a holding play, Pranger. I apologize for the mispronunciation. Zach Pranger. I combined the Z from Zach into Pranger.
It happens.
After the holding call, it'll be 2nd down and 13, 7:57 to go in the third quarter. Hallsville's been behind from the get-go. Blair Oaks scored on the first drive of the game and hasn't looked back since. It's 48-0 in this third quarter. So on the 2nd down and 13, we'll see whether they have Hare throw the ball for the first time this half. He's in the shotgun formation. Going in motion is the receiver Pranger. Now the snap is taken by Hare. He gives to the running back Lackman. He's across the 50 down to the 45. His offensive line is pushing him ahead to about the 44. Won't get any farther than that. So a decent pickup right there. Gets about 6 yards and cuts this third down in half.
Blair Oaks just making offense look easy right now. This is about probably the best third down situation Hallsville's had Blair Oaks in all game, though.
So we'll see what they dial up in a 3rd down and 7 play. Ball on the 44-yard line of Hallsville. Got Joey Wilday lined up all by himself near side, and on the other end of the field is a combination of Lackman, Weiberg, and I think that's Hall out there as well. Shotgun formation for Dylan Hare. He's got a couple deep bomb touchdown passes, and with multiple receivers in single coverage, see if he wants to take a shot right here. Hall goes in motion near side. It's a snap. Give to Hall on the motion play. He catches it at the 50, 40-yard line down to the 35, and he's got the first down. He came in motion, and Hare threw it to him right away, and once he caught it, turned the body upfield, gets the first down.
As we touched on it before, Ben, they love to, motion Hall out, do some jet sweep, just get him in basically open space, get your playmakers in open space, and it's just worked for Blair Oaks all game.
Well, it's a free completion the way they run it because Hall becomes free in the flat route, and he, in that instance, was able to turn up with nothing but a whole lot of green turf ahead. It's now 1st and 10 from the 39 of Hallsville. Give right up the middle to the running back Lackman. He's across the 30, spun down to about the 27, so it'll be a gain of about 8 or so on the play. Lackman has been not a heavy usage tonight, but he's been pretty efficient in the limited carries, now 2nd and short. Looks like Lackman did pick up exactly 7 on the play as we're now under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Entire Blair Oaks offense looking over towards the near sideline before this next play. They have only thrown the ball once this entire drive, and the throw didn't even cross the line of scrimmage. It was essentially to Hall in the flat route. Here comes the 2nd and 3 play. It's another give to Lackman. Huge hole, cuts left side. He's inside the 20, angles left near the 15, and he cuts back in, makes a tackle miss, and he's inside the 10, brought down. How did Lackman get out of a couple of those tackles? I don't know, but it's now 1st and goal to go for Blair Oaks, and the running back there showed off some shifty moves.
It's like you said, how he got out of it was shifty moves, tough running. That's what he did.
There were multiple times where I thought Lackman was going to go out of bounds and just kept cutting back in. That's another thing about Blair Oaks is when they're headed towards the sideline, they're always looking to cut back inbounds. And you can't say that about every team. There's a lot of guys who just take the gain there and go out, but I've seen it multiple times with Lackman, Hare, even Hall, the willingness to cut back into the field of play. Another give to Lackman, 1st and goal from the 9. He's not going to get a whole lot. Maybe gets to about the line of scrimmage before being brought down. I think Crane was one of the main men in there on the tackle. And for one of a few times, Hallsville bottles up the run, now 2nd and goal.
And then touch back on that, like you said, they kind of look for that cutback lane on the sideline. I think that's just the way they're coached. I think the coach has said, hey, we're looking to go to the sideline. Maybe the defender will get lazy, try to look to cut back and get some extra yards.
Yep. We've seen Nichols do that a ton for Hallsville. In general, I think Hallsville does the same, but not every team that Hallsville has played has the same mindset. 2nd down and goal. It's a pitch to Lackman running outside. He's being swarmed at the 10-yard line, makes a miss. He's inside the 5. At the goal line, he dives, and the ref, it's going to base on the call, and he is in for the touchdown. That's from 9 yards out. Lackman beat the men to the corner, and nicely done as the running back has his first touchdown of the night.
Great strong running by Lackman there. I mean, he showed it the entire drive. Showed that he was just a bell cow in this drive. How many carries he had, Ben?
Oh, I mean, I don't have the exact number, but he was got to be close to 10 on that drive alone. And
he's just showing
churning and churning.
Yeah, showing to be a dominant force bell cow guy, and he was rewarded with a touchdown there.
So now 54-0. Here comes the extra point. It's on the way, and it is good. So that makes it a clean 55-0. And with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, Hallsville offense will be back out in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
In today's world, injury prevention is at the top of everyone's list. However, heat-related occurrences get routinely overlooked. Zealous WBGT puts that front and center. By using cutting-edge formulas and technology, Zealous WBGT streamlines and simplifies obtaining and documenting wet bulb globe temperature readings. With a simple touch of a button, you can check WBGT anywhere in the world, receiving alerts when the WBGT goes over the threshold you select. Join the stress-free way to protect student-athletes, employees, and overall operations from extreme heat by downloading the free Zealous WBGT app today. Save time, save money, save lives with Zealous WBGT.
Also looking to get that goose egg off the scoreboard as their offense for the 2nd time this half will take the field. The first time they did, it ended in an interception out of the arm of the backup quarterback. This time we'll see if a better result is in store. Here's the kickoff. It's a low line drive per usual. And it's now picked up at the 25, across the 30, 45. He's got an open lane and up across the 45 before being brought down as Aiden Ski, the safety and kick returner, has a nice return there to get up to the 47-yard line. Best field position of the day for Hallsville.
Finally, something positive. Again, you just want more positivity to come out of this game. Yes, you're getting blown out. You want to get some points on the board, but just positive play finally for Hallsville on special teams. It comes from a kick return. Great.
This is the best starting field position of the day for Hallsville from their own 47-yard line. Here comes Matheny with Fowler directly behind him. Only 2 wide receivers in on the play. Whole lot of men in on the line of scrimmage to block. Looks like 7 of them. Here's the give to Fowler running left side. He breaks a tackle. He's across the 50 and down to about maybe the 48-yard line, so not a big gain right there. But he will pick up about 5 and bring up second and manageable as we get closer and closer to the end of this third quarter.
Got 3:20 left on the clock. Like you said, Ben, earlier, it is a running clock situation because the deficit is more than 35.
Here comes the 2nd down and 5 play right here. That's actually 2nd and 4. Matheny will take the shotgun snap, come back out to Isaac Stinson near side, and he makes the catch at about the 44. Does not get the first down, but will make it a 3rd and 1 as Stinson has his 3rd catch of the game. Pretty much I feel like any completion we've seen at Hallsville has been on that exact same route, whether it be on either sideline. But outside of that, Blair Oaks' pass defense has been pretty incredible. And you see they're playing off with their coverage. So that's the one way that Hallsville has been relatively able to attack. Now 3rd and 1, you'd guess probably a run here. And it looks like most of the men on the line of scrimmage are in to block. 3rd and 1, here's the give to Fowler running left side. He's got the first down, cuts back in. He's across the 40, maybe gets to the 39. He only needed to get to the 43. So he easily picks up the first down, and Hallsville's got their 2nd first down of this drive.
I mean, Ben, as you said, they've gotten that little hitch route. They've gotten it a couple times, and that's a good way to attack off coverage. But one thing it also does, it also sets up a stop-and-go route. Essentially, when the receiver goes for a hitch, he's going to fake it, and he's going to be open deep.
Here comes 1st down and 10 from the 38-yard line of Blair Oaks. Shotgun snap. Matheny will give it to Fowler, running left side. Tries to cut back in. He's to the 35-yard line, and they're going to say he's marked down right there. So picks up about 4 on 1st down. We have yet to see Matheny keep the ball in that read option play like we see Nichols so often do. Fowler has still gotten a decent amount of carries despite the score total, and it's going to be 2nd and 6.
You haven't seen McPhee run a whole lot. Maybe he likes to attack more with his arm. Just haven't seen a whole lot from his legs.
So 2nd down and 6. Stinson and Zach Jurette are the 2 men lined up out wide near side, and then on the other end of the field is, I think that's Lampkins and Sievers. That actually might be Xavier Stinson. Regardless, there are 4 men in to catch passes, straight drop back, looking for the hitch route. Now running out of time, he's going to take off and run. Actually just scrambling to buy time, fires for Jurette at the 15. Did he make the catch? No, it's incomplete. And then did he get intercepted as well? We have to see. Did Blair Oaks come with that football on the tip? I don't think so. Incomplete.
What a great play, though, by McPhee to be able to escape the pocket, get back behind the line of scrimmage to get a play. Just out of nowhere, just backyard football.
So I thought for a moment that there may be a chance at an interception off the tip pass going for Jurette, and instead it's incomplete. So 3rd down and 6, probably the last play of this 3rd quarter. See what Matheny can dial up. Taking a little bit of time here to try and get the play call in. We're under 10 seconds to go on the play clock. Matheny now goes back into the pistol formation. Fowler directly behind him. He raises that left knee and will take the shotgun snap. It's a give to Fowler running right sideline. He's got to turn the corner, cuts back inside across the 35, and he won't even get across the 35. He's down essentially where he started, and it'll be now about 4th and 6, as that'll likely mean the end of this 3rd quarter. Nice job there swarming to the football by Blair Oaks. No gain. And as they look over near that far sideline, there's 6 seconds to go, so that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Not a whole lot of scoring, but there was a running clock. Hallsville is on the move, though. They are into Blair Oaks territory, but it's going to take a 4th down conversion to keep this drive alive. We'll be back in just a moment for that 4th down play on the Show Me Sports Network.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers.
Fourth quarter and fourth down for this Hallsville offense. Didn't want to miss this 4th and 6 play. Shotgun snap, rolling out, buying some time, trying to get a throwaway, and the arm will be hit of Matheny, and the pass falls incomplete, so it's a turnover on downs on the first play of the fourth quarter. Matheny tried to buy some time right there, but just could not do it, and Hallsville turns the ball over on downs.
Yes, they do again, and again, not to fail to mention to our listeners that it is a running clock situation here in the fourth quarter. We've got 11:35 left in this game due to the deficit being larger than 35, just as the rules of high school football.
And I don't think that's Dylan Hare out there anymore, so his day is done. He finishes with 6 touchdown passes. And we'll see now what the backup has in store for us. First down, the run near sideline, now turning the corner 35-40, and up across near the 41-yard line is the man in motion. I'll get you that in just a second. I'm going to have to go into backup player territory and really start digging into this roster for Blair Oaks.
It's going to keep you on your toes.
The man who caught the carry was Jet Couret. Wide receiver, the sophomore, is into the game, and the man at quarterback will get you that in just a moment. Picked up 6 yards on the play. Second down now, run right up the middle, and he's not going to get a whole lot before Hallsville swarms to the ball carrier right there. That was Dylan Kleigel who got the carry, and it's now going to be third down and short. The man at the quarterback is Tyler Bax. The backup and the freshman takes over. We're going to get some reps in here in this fourth quarter with Blair Oaks leading 55-0.
Ben, I have to say, hearing a receiver named Jet is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I can't say that's not cool. I'm not going to argue with you there. And now before the third down play, I think a flag came in from the far sideline. Didn't see whether it was encroachment or false start, and it was encroachment, so Hallsville will be called right there, and because it was a third down and short, gives Blair Oaks a free first down.
Looks like Blair Oaks is going to be slow, methodical in this drive. Just trying to get out of this game without any injuries, get their young players some reps.
First down and 10. Bax going to keep it himself. He's across the 50, angles right side of the 40-yard line, takes on a defender, and falls ahead to about the 44, so he'll pick up a decent amount there on that first down and 10 carry. I think he got about 8 or 9, and it'll bring up second and short. First action of the game for Bax in relief of Dylan Hare.
Maxon shows he's got some wheels too. Young freshman quarterback. Maybe he's looking to take the reins for this offense in his sophomore season.
Got to be a nice night for Dylan Hare, huh? 6 touchdowns, 7 in total for your team. And then you get the fourth quarter off as Blair Oaks leads this one at home against Hallsville. Big in the fourth quarter. This thing is going to wind on down. So now the backup backs is in. It's a screen pass far side on. Catch is just a little bit tall, and it's going to be incomplete. Looked like he was going for Austin Niles. And it'll now be third down after the incompletion. Third down and short, though, just 31. And that would have picked up the first down, but the pass just airmailed a little bit over the freshman running back who tried to catch that pass in motion.
I mean, this is what you're going to see out of these young players. You're going to see a lot of growing pains, and that's just one of them. I mean, they haven't played a lot together in terms of in-game reps, and that's just one result of that play.
So third down and already here's the give right up the middle. It looks like he's going to get right to the marker and get stonewalled, but I think he got it as a running back on the play. Dylan Kleigel looks like he's right at the sticks, and I think this may be enough to move the chains. We'll see whether they move the chains, and they do. It's a first down and 10. Needed a yard and got exactly that. So now on this 9th drive of the game for Blair Oaks, they continue to move the football, and they're down to the 43-yard line of Hallsville, already up big. Well, if you want to take one of the good things away for Hallsville, they're not going to allow Blair Oaks to score 76 like they did last week, I think. I can't say that too soon.
I would highly doubt that.
They probably won't score 21 more in the next 8 minutes.
It's about 8:25 left, and the clock is stopped, actually, for the moment. Oh, no, it's running. But I mean, it's a running clock, 8:20 something and change, and I highly doubt we'll see 70 here tonight.
I love what this game is. We will tell you after the play. First down at 10, give running right side, and turns the corner at the 40, 35-yard line. Inside the 35 is still churning the legs as the running back Warren Davis. Nice carry right there. as the freshman running back is going to make this a 2nd and short. I was going to say this game is, for Dylan Hare, well over, but he is still on the sideline taking snaps, helping out one of the centers. I mean, I think that's just funny to see. You hope there's a situation like that for Hallsville next week where they're up big and we can see Colton Nichols helping one of his centers out with the game well in hand. So it's going to be 2nd down now. The pitch, once again, the runner is Davis. He's got it, trying to turn the corner to the outside inside the 30, and he's going to be down at about the 27 there on the first down carry. So Davis did get the first down on the carry a moment ago, but here he's going to get a short down now, 2nd down coming up.
Another thing to note is senior night here at Blair Oaks. We heard Dylan Hare's name be called, but said he wanted to play college football. No clue on where that school is yet.
Well, if he keeps putting up numbers like he did tonight, there will be some that calling. It is 2nd down at 5 after the run. Shotgun formation for the backup quarterback into the game. That's backs. So this looks to be a pass all the way. Although now a runner going in motion. He's going to give it that runner. And coming near side is Davis, his 3rd carry in a row. But he is hit hard in the backfield. Nice tackle by the man for Hallsville. Came flying in. That was Jacob Plummer. I think one of the better tackles we've seen from Hallsville all night. So good job for Plummer just into the game on defense. Came flying through to make that stop.
And Ben, there's another thing. Positivity. Nice, good tackle. You can watch that on tape. And it'll build up Plummer's confidence, too.
Well, Plummer, too, sniffed that one out pretty early and came flying through the hall. That was just good recognition and awareness by Plummer coming down from his safety position. I believe that's where he was at before the play. Plummer, they have him listed as a defensive back. It is 3rd down and 6. We're about halfway through the 4th quarter. Blair Oaks looking to add to this lead. Here comes a snap to the quarterback, Dax. He gives it to the running back. Actually keeps it himself, but he's not going to have a lot of room to work with as Harbison comes in, makes the tackle, and that's going to go down as a loss of yards for Dax. And Harbison haven't gotten the chance to call his name a ton, but he makes a nice tackle there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great play for Harbison there. He's able to get the tackle for the loss, able to finally get a stop for Hallsville, too. Hallsville finally able to get a defensive stop here in this game. And looks like maybe Blair Oaks is going to go for it, or 4th and long.
Well, it's 4th and 10. We'll see what the play call they decide to go with right here. It's pistol formation, 2 wide receivers near side and another on the other end of the field. Shotgun snap. Dax is going to roll out, trying to buy himself some time. Now steps up in the pocket, got a receiver, but he couldn't get it to him when the pass falls incomplete. On the near sideline, he had Owen Shellman right at the sticks, but when he tried to step into it and put it on him, just did not have enough arm to get it there, and that'll be a turnover on downs for Blair Oaks.
Now Hallsville gets their stop that they desperately needed on defense. I mean, it's something positive to build off of. I mean, this Blair Oaks offense is hard to stop, and just even though it's against the backups and the younger kids, it's still a confidence booster for your defense.
So Hallsville will take over on their own 32-yard line, just about 5 minutes and some change to go in this ball game. And as we've seen the whole second half, here comes the quarterback, Braden Matheny, who has turned the ball over a couple times throughout this ball game, has played really since the middle of the 2nd quarter when Hallsville was already down big at that point. Everyone else, the usual suspects in on the Hallsville offense. Lampkins near side, Isaac Stinson on the other end, along with Severs and Fowler in the backfield as the running back sitting directly next to Matheny. Going in motion will be Lampkins. That's Severs going in motion. Fowler gets the running back carry, and he is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He is met in the backfield on a nice play by the defensive end there for Blair Oaks, as he was able to shake the left tackle and get in there to make the stop. I'll tell you that it was in just a moment. Austin Milges is the one who made the tackle. Nice play there by the D end.
It was a great play there. He was able to get off the tackle and cause a tackle for loss, and it's not so easy when you're going up against Harrison Fowler with his big frame. It's 6 foot, almost nearly 205 pounds.
Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and 13 for this Hallsville offense. Looks like we may see them continue to run the football as well. Nope, it's a pass dropping back, comeback route to Stinson. He makes the catch, but he's hit right at the 34, and the ball might have came out on the hit. Blair Oaks sideline is saying that it's incomplete, but the refs say that Isaac Stinson did make the catch, but man, he took one hell of a hit there once he brought that football in. That's Stinson's 4th catch of the game, but he paid the price in just a short game. It's 3rd in and about 8.
Surprised they have not tried to use a stop-and-go route with Stinson. I mean, they've been working that little hitch, and it's just a perfect way to set it up.
So we'll see what Hallsville draws up on 3rd and 8 with Matheny. Be great to see him put one in the end zones at some point on this drive, get his first of the season. Shotgun formation. Xavier Stinson goes in motion from left to right. And here's a snap. Rolling right is Matheny trying to buy himself some time. He's still rolling now, sets up throwing downfield for Isaac Stinson. It's underthrown, but Stinson goes up. Did he bring that ball in on the far sideline? He was bobbling it, and the referee's going to rule that he made the catch. He gets all the way up to the 40-yard line of Blair Oaks. It was a 50-50 ball and probably the best catch of the season we've seen by Isaac Stinson. Nicely done right there.
All I can say is that better be on Toe Drag Swag on Good Morning Football. That better be ESPN Top 10 because that was the best catch I've seen all night.
So 4th down and 10 at the 40-yard line of Blair Oaks. 3:26 to go in the game. Hallsville working quickly up to the line of scrimmage after the sophomore receiver Isaac Stinson's catch. Pistol formation. And the clap of the hands and the snap is received. He's dropping back. He has a lot of time to throw. Now standing at his own 50-yard line, buying time, chucks it downfield for Sievers. It's going to be on the sideline. Did Sievers make that catch? He brought it in, but did he get the feet in? And the referees, I think, are going to say he did not.
Man, the Hallsville receivers have definitely come out to play in this little lattering stage of the 4th quarter. Almost another good catch by Sievers this time.
So I'm trying to do the math quickly in my head. I think that catch by Stinson a moment ago was about a 30-yard reception. There's a flag on this play, by the way. We'll let you know who it's on in just a moment. The pass was ruled incomplete, and Hallsville is also backing up, so this will probably mean 2nd and 20 on a holding call for Hallsville. Hallsville backing way up all the way to their own 40-yard line, so this could have, I think, even worse than just a holding call. It's 2nd and 30 now with 3 minutes to go, so a big penalty call right there as Hallsville has to back way up after they were into Blair Oaks territory for only the 3rd time this evening. They have been kept off the scoreboard so far with a couple minutes left trying to get to that 0 off the scoreboard. Pistol formation for the backup quarterback, Matheny. He takes a snap. He's dropping back, looking to throw. He's looking left all the way. He's now going to step up, launching downfield for Lampkins, or Sievers, pardon me, and it falls incomplete. He just didn't have enough to get it to Sievers. I apologize. I keep going back and forth between Lampkins and Sievers, but there was Sievers right there, and it's incomplete.
It's a tough throw for a young sophomore to make. As you can tell, he wanted it. If he just had a little bit more arm strength, he probably completes that ball. He just doesn't have it right now. And that's just the adage of a young player.
So it'll be 3rd down and 30. We're just at about 2 minutes to go in the game. And we'll see what this Hallsville offense can do right here. It's 3rd down. They're going to have to go 30 yards, get all the way to the 30-yard line of Blair Oaks as they will take the snap from their own 40. Now the quarterback, Matheny, will go up to the line of scrimmage and yell out all the signals to his offensive line. 6 seconds on the play clock. Got to get the snap off, and they do. Dropping back to throw, and all day to throw. Now going to step up, throw near sideline, and the catch is made at the 48. It's Isaac Stinson. He spins out of a tackle momentarily, but now will be brought down at about the 47 of Blair Oaks. So a nice completion there of about 13 yards, and that's Isaac Stinson's 6th catch of the game, but it's now 4th down.
Ben, when I saw Stinson hit that out-breaking route, I was like really hoping McFeety would throw that ball, and he did, and it was a pretty one.
So good find there by Matheny, one of his better completions, but really has had a nice drive here, completing it to Isaac Stinson a couple different times. Almost had one deep downfield to Sievers as well. It is 4th down and 17, so Hallsville almost cuts it in half, but they've got a lot of work to do. 3 wide receivers all lined up next to each other on the far side of the field. Dropping back now is Matheny, rolling right. They're just trying to buy him some time before he sets up a throw. He's got Isaac Stinson. Can he turn it up and get to the 1st down? I think he could. It depends where they rule him running out of bounds, and it looks like they're going to say he picked it up.
What a great rollout pass on the run.
Well, Stinson essentially ran the exact same out route just to the other side of the field. All they had to do was buy enough time for Stinson to be hooked up with by Matheny if Matheny could buy enough time, and they did. Good route design there as the other 2 wide receivers cleared out, and then Stinson able to pick up the 1st down. 37 seconds to go in the game, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line, or actually 29 of Blair Oaks. Dropping back now is Matheny. He throws far sideline, and it's over the head, out of bounds. Just not a whole lot of room to work with.
It looked like
and it's now incomplete.
Literally on that previous route, Stinson was able to sneak by the defender who was covering him in the flat. Jose was playing zone. He found a soft spot in it. He was able to pick up that 1st down.
There's 17 seconds and counting in the game. This may be it for this one, the last play, depending on what Hallsville decides to do. They're trying to get off the 0 in the scoreboard. They're at the 29-yard line of Blair Oaks, but are about to run out of time. Dropping back now, going to fire to the end zone for Landon Sievers. It's a jump ball. It's tipped in the air and incomplete, and that's the ball game. Try to get a 50-50 pass from Matheny to Sievers. It falls incomplete even after the tip, and that's your old ball game. Blair Oaks takes this one 55-0, led from start to finish. And Hallsville are going to have to look to rebound next week in their final game of the season when they head to California.
California, Missouri, Ben.
Yes, correct. Correct. Yes, correct.
But basically, like you said, they're going to have to look for a bounce-back win in California, Missouri. It's not going to be easy. Coming off a loss like this, you're going to want to try to do too much, and that's where mistakes come in. You just got to have a nice solid week of practice, got to be disciplined, got to really clean up the special teams. I mean, Hallsville really basically spotted Blair Oaks 2 touchdowns early in this game off of special teams mistakes. One of them was a block punt for a touchdown. Another one was a punt that hit off an offensive lineman's helmet, and that set up Blair Oaks in great territory, and they were able to capitalize on that touchdown.
Well, for Blair Oaks, they moved to 8-0 on the season. Their chances to go for a second state title in 3 seasons only strengthens, as they really made things look easy tonight. And Hallsville, after an undefeated regular season last year, currently sits at 4-4 as we get closer to the end of the season. So certainly work to be done, and you can certainly hope that Coach Connors and the rest of the staff will have a whole lot to work on here in practice this next coming week. For Hallsville quarterback, it was a combination of Colton Nichols and Braden Matheny. Regardless, neither of them can get Hallsville in for a touchdown. Harrison Fowler got a lot of carries, but also did not break a whole lot of big ones. On Blair Oaks' side, it was the Dylan Hare show once again. He rushes for 3 touchdowns, throws another 3, 2 to Zach Pranger, and 1 more to Joey Wilde. And then just for the finishing touch in the second half, Hayden Lackman, the freshman running back, gets a rushing touchdown. And now Hallsville will regroup. Any final thoughts from you, Cam, before we get into the post? So really not final thoughts, because we're going to give a whole lot of more thoughts here in a second. But
I mean, yeah, you got blown out, but just don't hang your head. You're playing a really, really good football team, and like we said, they're favorites to win a state championship this year. There's no doubt about it.
Well, Cam and I will be back in just a moment to talk a little bit more about this game, wrap up the broadcast here on this Friday evening. We'll be back on the Show Me Sports Network for the post-game show in just a moment.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog Tracer, who has been my best friend and my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Attention Indians fans, here's your chance to help the student athletes of Hallsville by becoming a member of the Hallsville Athletic Boosters. Your gifts help provide all Hallsville athletes with a safe and positive experience while attending our school district, and also help purchase items that our sports team couldn't otherwise afford. You can join the Hallsville Athletic Boosters this season for as little as $25. Membership is open to everyone. Interested in joining? Look them up on Facebook by searching Hallsville Athletic Boosters or email them at hallsvilleathleticboosters@gmail.com. Let's go Indians!
At Hallsville School District, our educators do more than just teach. Lives are being shaped for the future before they even enter a classroom. For students to succeed, it takes an entire district-wide team. Join Hallsville School District's team today, now offering competitive salaries and benefits for all positions. Visit hallsville.org and click on the employment link under Our District tab.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. The state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
You've been listening to Hallsville Indians football on the exclusive home for Indians football, the Show Me Sports Network. Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Hallsville Indians football has been brought to you by Avon with Michelle Carty, Boone County Journal, Centurion Cares, Eddie Goodell Society, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, Hallsville Athletic Boosters, Last Sentinel Firearms, Retrieving Freedom, Sawdust Studios, and Zealous WBGT. The biggest and absolute best coverage in mid-Missouri continues as you're just moments.
In today's world, injury prevention is at the top of everyone's list. However, heat-related occurrences get routinely overlooked. Zealous WBGT puts that front and center. By using cutting-edge formulas and technology, Zealous WBGT streamlines and simplifies obtaining and documenting wet bulb globe temperature readings. With a simple touch of a button, you can check WBGT anywhere in the world, receiving alerts when the WBGT goes over the threshold you select. Join the stress-free way to protect student-athletes, employees, and overall operations from extreme heat by downloading the free Zealous WBGT app today. Save time, save money, save lives with Zealous WBGT.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
It's football, the Show Me Sports Network. The Show Me Sports Network broadcast crew will discuss their thoughts on tonight's game as well as look ahead to the next action for the Indians. Exclusive post-game coverage of Hallsville Indians football is brought to you by Avon with Michelle Carty, Boone County Journal, Centurion Cares, Eddie Goodell Society, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, Hallsville Athletic Boosters, Last Sentinel Firearms, Retrieving Freedom, Sawdust Studios, and Zealous.
Back to wrap things up on the Show Me Sports Network post-game show, Ben Schmidt and Cam Payne and was a very brief game, less than 2 hours from start to finish, aided by the second half running clock, but not a whole lot to talk about, especially for the Hallsville side. They followed in this one 55-0. Blair Oaks continues their dominant run, moving to 8-0 on the season. Hallsville is now 4-4. They continue to alternate wins and losses. Haven't really been able to build anything outside of the 2 consecutive wins they had a couple weeks ago. They've got one more game left in California. And meanwhile, Blair Oaks will have their final game next season against Southern Boone, who Hallsville just faced last week. So a big changes to be made in this week in practice. Hopefully we see the much better version of Colton Nichols next week. Get Fowler closer at 170 rushing yards a game, as really not a whole lot to talk about the Hallsville offense because they didn't score. I think Isaac Stinson may have arguably had his best game as a receiver, just volume-wise. He had 6 catches. The offensive line was spotty. I didn't think it was the worst ever, but it was spotty. I mean, they had their moments for sure. And I think Lampkin receivers also made decent contributions. Saw them get involved in the passing game, and it was just a tough break, one of those instances where you're facing a team that's really, really good, one of the best in the state, and now you regroup and go forward to next week.
I mean, you got to regroup, you got to play physical, and you got to play good football because it's not easy. It's not going to get any easier. It's on the road.
So we'll see what Hallsville can do in their finale next week. We'll have that one right around 6:30. Justin and I will go on the air and hope it is a victory to end the season. Otherwise, Hallsville would have finished under 500 at 4-5 if they can't take it. We're not going to think about that. They're going to go out. They're going to get the win and play well, or at least we hope. Real quickly, we'll touch on Blair Oaks just because I guess we have to. Dylan Hare stole the show with 3 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns. Zach Pranger, the senior for the Falcons, had one heck of a showing with 2 touchdowns. Both came in the first half. The second one could not have been more wide open. Also picked off a pass later in the game, picking up backup quarterback Braden Matheny. And then one other man I think we have to highlight. I don't know if linebacker Doug Blaha came to the game today expecting to leave with a touchdown, but he got one when the punt was blocked and he caught it in the air and ran it in for 6 points. All of this accumulating in 55 for the Falcons and 0 for Hallsville. Anything else I didn't hit on, Cam?
I mean, you hit on all of it. Dylan Hare is Dylan Hare. Blair Oaks is a good team, and they're likely to state championship favorites.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think it's anyone will be taking the Falcons any less seriously after how they played tonight. I mean, this is a team, no matter who is facing, you're going to have your hands full. Hallsville is going to move forward, though, no doubt about that, and you can guarantee that Coach Connors and staff will have a good practice plan for this next week coming up before their final game next season. But that's just going to about do it for us here on the Show Me Sports Network. It was quick. It was over before it even started, but thank you for everyone for spending your Friday evenings with us on the Show Me Sports Network. For Campaign, I'm Ben Schmitz, and we'll talk to you once again next week at the same time and place on the Show Me Sports Network. Enjoy your weekends, everyone, and we'll see you on the next Show Me Sports Network broadcast.
You've been listening to the biggest and absolute best coverage in mid-Missouri on the exclusive home for Hallsville Indians football, the Show Me Sports Network and the Indians Radio Network. The Show Me Sports Network broadcast crew are the ones that know your Indians the best. Exclusive coverage of Hallsville Indians football is brought to you by
Avon with Michelle Carty, Boone County Journal, Centurion Cares, Eddie Goodell Society, Han Custom Laser Engraving, LLC, Hallsville Athletic Boosters, Last Sentinel Firearms, Retrieving Freedom, Sawdust Studios, and
Zealous WBGT. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast.
Hallsville School District, our educators do more than just teach. Lives are being shaped for the future before they even enter a classroom. For students to succeed, it takes an entire district-wide team. Join Hallsville School District's team today, now offering competitive salaries and benefits for all positions. Visit hallsville.org and click on the employment link under Our District tab.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. The state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.